10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Look at what in my opinion, one of the best goalkeepers
we need you to think that you're going to be playing against. So they want
I'm a little bit worried for tomorrow's game. I saw a stat on line.
Sergio
Has a bit of a wasted stat in the road.
He's going to play at the 9. We only have two men 9 in the
I know people have gone on about if we lose the cup, it could be a bit of a situation. I hope to God it
Sergio
doesn't.
Productions.
Sorry guys, I'll do the next one.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. And I don't know if you guys seen the lineups yet. 1 second, people. I don't know if you guys seen the lineups yet, but the lineups are filled with problems. Chelsea have been hit by the virus. Chelsea have been hit by the virus, and it's looking bad. It's looking bad. Listen, lads, I'm going to show you the lineup. Before I show you the lineup, lads, do us a favour. Hit that like button. Make sure you smash that like button. MCIG, yes. No, it's not 3. I think it might be 4, actually. It's been confirmed that Lukaku, Timo Werner, and Callum and Ben Chilwell have got it, and Kai Havertz is waiting for his results to come through. So 3 have it, plus Ben Chilwell, who's trying to recover. So it's bad. It's bad. Abdul B, big up to you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, unfortunately, Elijah, it looks like he has. All right. I'm going to show you the lineup, and then we'll discuss it, lads. I'm going to show you the lineup. Hold on just a second. You see, this is what we've got today. This is what we've got today. We've got Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Tony, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva in defence. We got James and Alonso as the wing backs. Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho in midfield. Ziyech and Mount as predicted in the attack, but instead of Lukaku, instead of Havertz, instead of Timo Werner, we've got Pulisic playing as a false 9. Now, the interesting bit is here, when we look at the bench. You got Arrizabalaga, Benatelli, that's 2 substitute goalkeepers. You got Chalobah, Christensen and Saul, that's 3 substitute defenders. And then you got Kante, Saul and Barkley, 3 substitute midfielders. We don't have a single attacker on the bench. We don't have a single attacker on that bench. It's not looking good, lads. I gotta be honest with you. It's not looking good. Big up to Hajo. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Big up to you. Elijah saying, I don't think that's enough attacking threat without Timo. I agree. It's not enough attacking threat without anyone. Because you got Ziyech, Pulisic, and Mount, and if you need to swap any attacker with anyone from that bench, the only semi-attacking player you have is Barkley, and then you got Saul Niguez who can offer something. I guess I don't know. It's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good. Big up Mo and big up to the chat. Thank you. D Stretch, big up to you, and thank you for coming back to the channel, lads. Literally, I need a couple of minutes to just set up my what do you call it? My stream. Oh man, you know what? I've been in shock ever since I've seen this lineup, and ever since I've heard of the situation, it's been
Fast and Furious series will end after the 11th.
it's been crazy. It's been crazy, lads. You know what? I didn't think about doing this this watch along, but then I thought this might be the last watch along we're gonna have for a long time. A lot of clubs are suffering. A lot of clubs are suffering from players testing positive, injuries and whatnot. I think we're gonna see some drastic action taken to sort this out, because you can't have this. I mean, for example, today we're not playing with anything like a full strength side, and I know Everton have injuries as well. So it's not looking good, people. It's not looking good. Liverpool also have 3 cases. Yes, they do. Cases are everywhere. People, clubs are all suffering. RJ Moon, Chelsea will win at least 2-0. James and Alonso are, yeah. You know what? It's a good job. Chelsea score from the back. Our defenders are the ones getting most of the goals. No COVID in my country. What country you at, mate? What country you at? I think COVID's everywhere, unfortunately. Julius, big up to you, Julius. I hope you're doing well. Julius. Yeah, people. So this is gonna be a nice chilled watch along. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So anybody who wants to jump in can jump in and give me their thoughts and opinions on this game. Let me just get a couple of things on the screen before I send the link. So we've got that, and then 1 second, people. All right, and then we'll have this on the screen as well. Julius, if you're able to jump on, mate, it'll be good. If you can't, not a problem. Did you see Tony Wood's interview? Are you talking about the interview he done yesterday? If that's the one you're talking about, then I did. And it's interesting what he said. It's very honest conversation. He didn't hold back, and I think that was good that he did that. He said it as it is. All right, let me see where the link is here. And by copy. Here we go. I'm gonna post it. I'm actually gonna put Mason Mount and Hakim Ziyech on either side of this link. Hopefully for good luck. Alright, people, the link is in the chat. If you want to jump on, you're welcome to do so. I've pinned it on the top of the comments. So, yeah. Kick off in about 5 minutes. So, what's your prediction, lads? Tell me your predictions. Now that you've seen the lineup and the situation we're in, let me hear your predictions. I still think we can win this. I just think it's not going to be that easy. So, give me your predictions, lads. Draw. Mount and Ziyech 2-0. 2-0. I don't know. I think 2-0 is the ideal scoreline. Everton and Chelsea are about to take the pitch. Give it a little bit of audio. I need to plug this in. Guys, if you could do us a favor and hit that like button, much appreciated. That'll be much appreciated. Is the stream okay? Is the sound okay? Is the picture quality okay? It will be the season. I don't know. Will the season be suspended? I don't think it'll be suspended. We might get a break though. We might get a break. I think we might get a break like we did last year. Or we might have crowds taken away. We might have players being asked to stay within a specific bubble like we did in the past, where they can't interact or mingle outside that bubble. There's a lot of options we can take before having to suspend the season or to put a halt to games. But lads, there's been a lot of cases. I mean, today, close to 90,000 cases in the UK, 88,000 plus cases in the UK. So it's looking tough. It's looking tough. Alright, so the players have taken to the pitch. To be fair, Pulisic, Ziyech, and Mount play well together. So this might not be a bad thing up front. It might not be a bad thing up front. Let's see how it turns out. Let's see how it pans out. I don't know, lads. I don't want to go back into football being suspended again. It was hard the first time around. It really was. Bobby is coming. Bobby, come on, lad. This is going to be a tough one, Bobby. It's going to be a tough one. Don't rush it. Drive safely. I'm good. You know, drive safely, get home safely, and then jump on when you're home. I'm not from the UK. Something here. Elijah, where you at? Where you at, Elijah? Let me know. Let me know where you at. We don't have a break in Christmas, Elijah. We actually have more games during Christmas. Loco Costa, big up to you, my man. Big up to you, Loco Costa. Always good to have you on. Big up, my guy. Let's win. Let's do this. I want to see a good performance here today. It's gonna be a tough one. Alex, big up to you, Alex. I hope you had a good football match yesterday. Hope it went well. Alex, man, it's not looking good. It's not looking good with all these positive tests, positive results. Elijah, Germany. All right, yeah. Germany are doing well. I mean, they've controlled the situation in Germany better than most. So, yeah, I'm glad things are better in Germany. Glad for you, Elijah. What's RJ saying? Weak Everton team should be 4 or 5 more goals. I don't know, Elijah. It's funny circumstances today. Funny circumstances. The match has kicked off. The match has kicked off. Where are you watching the game? I'm watching the game at home, Abdul B. I'm from the UK. I'm from West London. So I'm watching the game at home. And if you're asking where I'm watching the game, as in how I'm watching the game, I have an app. So I'm watching it online. It is going to be unique. Definitely going to be unique. Okay. By the way, Everton have a problem here because their manager is under fire. Benitez, he needs to get a result tonight. He can't afford to lose. If he loses, then it might be the end of his career at Everton, quite possibly. So he needs to be careful. Whenever Mendy has the ball at his feet, it makes me nervous. Good ball by Rudiger. Mount chasing. Pulisic. Is that Pulisic or Mount? Pulisic. Yeah, I thought it was Pulisic. I don't know if he's going to be sacked, Elijah. If we beat them and beat them convincingly, possibly. You know what, lads? We normally score when we hit a certain landmark. So we're on 17 likes. Let's keep pushing them likes up. Stripper, we don't care. Alright, Stripper. Thank you for jumping on. Much appreciated. Stripper, what do you think is going to be the result tonight? What do you think is going to be the result? I'd like to know. Let me know, Stripper. Hey, listen, a lot of matches have been called off. I haven't checked exactly, but I heard at least 5 matches have been called off for this weekend. So it's gonna be an interesting one. 3-0. I hope so. I would love that. Definitely would love a 3-0 tonight. Ziyech got the ball. Alonso ahead of him. Good pass. Good ball. Good distribution. Lukaku would have been on the end of that. Oh, man. I agree. When are we going to get rid of this? You know what, people, I don't want to jinx it, but I think, we're not going to see a lot of football over the next few days. And I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking like that. 20... I don't know about that. I hope so. How many do we have? 18. All right, let's see. Let's hit that like. Let's hit them likes. Let's see if Elijah's right. You know what, Strip Bear? It's a funny one because there's different views and different sides to this thing. There is an element of that, I agree, but it's tough. Come on, Ziyech. Here we go. Oh, come on. Oh my god. That was close. Reece James outright He could have. He should have. Was he onside? He was onside. Oh man, Reece James had it there. Unlucky. He should have took it on his left. If he had taken that on his left, it would have been a goal. Good attack. First 5 minutes have been positive by Chelsea. They make us fight amongst ourselves. The book 1984. You know what? Strip Bear. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. That's what it's about. You know how they expect us to follow all the rules and do what we're supposed to do, but they're just out there, enjoying themselves, partying, while people can't even bury their loved ones, So it's a tough one. The word positive sounds bad. Yeah, for real, it does. Yeah, you wake up in the morning thinking I'm feeling positive, and then you're thinking, oops, right? All right, come on, Jorginho. Well, 19 likes. Had we have had 20 likes, I think Reece James would have put that away. Another attack. Come on, Reece. Two fantastic attacks on that right hand side, and Reece James involved in both of them. Mason Mount couldn't finish. Reece James couldn't finish. Some good play there. Good play. That was inches. Eliza trying to jinx it. Chelsea Brentford game set to be called off. Yeah, a lot of games are going to be reevaluated. A lot of games are going to be reevaluated. I'm not sure if the Wolves game is going to go on. Yeah, I'm sure you do, woman. I'm sure you do. Everton have been sitting back, to be fair. They haven't really been pushing us. They've attacked a couple of times, but well played. Come on. Oh, well played, Ziyech. Well played, Pulisic. That was a nice bit of play there. Great dummy by Ziyech. Great pass. Yeah, Pulisic trying to be too fancy. I think he should have just played it top bins. I don't know. It's a good attack. Guys, you smashing that like button or what? Let's see. Yeah, keep it up, guys. Keep up, guys. Keep up. Keep up. Keep them likes coming in. And if you're new, subscribe. We don't normally do watch-alongs on this channel. We like do debates and discussions. But whenever I do get a chance to do one, I will do one. This is a very important game, lads. A win here is massive. A win tonight will be massive. Here we go. Come on. Well played. Well played. Yeah, it's a corner. That's a corner. Some really good play tonight, lads. Really good play. Pulisic, Mount and Ziyech are playing well together. They're playing, I mean, they're creating some good chances. Reece James had a good chance as well. Yeah, both teams are missing players, RJ. Both teams are missing players for different reasons, but both teams are playing, with a depleted squad. Big up, Mo. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Mo, what's your prediction for the scoreline? Who do you think is gonna win? What scoreline are we gonna see? Let me know, Mo. Here we go. Oh, come on, man. That's got to be a yellow card at least. It's got to be a yellow card. No? Nothing? That's deliberate foul. Deliberate foul. Sorry, lads. I agree. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. But to be fair, Chelsea are playing really well. Creating a lot of chances, so possibly more. Hopefully more. Hopefully a win. But yeah, no, 2-0 sounds about right. I want to see James take this. Free kick on the edge of the box. It's good. Yeah, good attempt. Guys, what do you think of the performance so far? We've just had, 17 minutes of play. What do you guys think? I mean, we've had a good chunk of chances, right? In the first 20 minutes. So what do you guys think? You happy with the performance so far? Let me know in the chat. Eight out of 10. 8 out of 10, okay. Yeah, you know what? The amount of pressure we're putting on, considering we don't have any an out-and-out striker, brilliant. Really good. Second free kick at the edge of the box. Reece James took the first one. Was close. It might be Alonso this time. It might be Reece James going for it again. That was a good shot. That was a good shot by Reece James. Gotta be honest with you, I'm impressed with the way we're playing. So far, so good. I'm impressed with it. You know, good attacking football. It's just the finishing. Yo, Leonard, welcome. Good to have you on. Am I Elijah? Okay. Yeah, I'm on 1838 right now. Looks like Loftus-Cheek might be injured, lads. Yeah, 17 seconds. Okay. It's looking bad, lads. It's looking like Ruben Loftus-Cheek might be replaced. I didn't see what happened. What happened to him? I didn't see what happened. I didn't see what happened. Chelsea full domination, ball position. Are you serious, man? Holgate is having issues with Ziyech. He can't handle him. Second time he's done that with him. Second time. To be fair, Hakim Ziyech has been quick on his feet today. Really quick on his feet. You know what? I can see this team crumbling once they go behind. If Chelsea can get a goal, Everton will crumble, because right now all they're doing is parking that bus and pushing forward sporadically. So yeah. Newcastle scored, did they? Oh, come on. Come on. Release him. Release him. Good ball. Ziyech, what are you doing, man? He should have crossed that ball. He should have crossed that ball. That was selfish by Ziyech, unfortunately. Just wait and then cross that ball. Nah, that was selfish there by Ziyech. RJ, do us a favour. Keep us posted with the Newcastle score. Because if that kid finished that way, boy, what a result. So keep us posted, RJ. Appreciate that. Come on, James. Ooh. Can you guys imagine Newcastle beating Liverpool? What a result that would be. What a result that would be. Well played, Ruben. Well played, Ruben. Yeah, some nice bit of leg footwork. Some nice footwork there by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, and I like it. Boogeyman, I'll be happy to get one right now, because if we score one, the way that Everton is playing, I think the floodgates will open, because I'm not impressed with Everton right now. But we're just not finishing our chances, and we've had plenty of them. We're not finishing them, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly, Elijah. Score one, and everything else will fall into place. We need to get that one goal. I'm impressed with with Pulisic, Ziyech and Mount so far. Reece James is having a fantastic game. Loftus-Cheek doing well as well. Jorginho doing what he does best, controlling the tempo. And it Strip Bear's getting frustrated. I agree, Strip Bear. We need to get that goal. We need to get that goal. $23 of you in the chat. Do us a favor, hit that like button. I would really appreciate you if you hit that like button. It would make the stream all the worthwhile. And if you're new, subscribe. Subscribe to the Blue Lounge. Almost daily content. Almost daily content. Yeah, listen to Faldiaso and hit that like button. We will score. Let's have a look. Alright, we're on 49. If we get 60 likes, I think we'll score a goal. I'm gonna say 60 likes, and we'll get the first goal. Let's do it, people. Let's get them 60 likes. Christensen running up with the ball. James still off his cheek. Rudiger's playing really up that pitch, man. He's ahead of the midfield. Nice Ziyech. I mean, we are having some fantastic chances. Just finish one of them. The ladies are playing today, aren't they? Wolfsburg, is it? They're playing? Stripper, remind me, are they playing against Wolfsburg? Remind me, yeah, Stripper in the chat, let me know. Rudiger's doing what Rudiger does. Oh, man. Rudiger. It gives me jokes, seriously. Yeah, Wolfsburg. Yeah, I thought so. GNA TV, I'm actually doing a watch along right this minute for the Wolfsburg match, the women's match. So if you're interested, go check them out. Actually, no, don't go check them out because they leave my stream. Nah, go give them some love. Go give them some support. I did, Elijah. I did see that. I wasn't happy about it, to be fair, Elijah. That's not what you'd expect from our players. I know why she did it, but I don't agree with it. I think it's out of line, out of order. I wasn't happy about it. Okay, half an hour has gone past and still 0-0. But Chelsea have had a ton of chances. Ziyech has been the most creative player so far. Pulisic, James have looked the most dangerous so far. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, great performance in midfield. But we're still lacking that goal. We need that goal. No, seriously? Oh. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. So Liverpool is still 1-0, yeah, Liverpool. Yep. Liverpool still 1-0 behind Newcastle. Newcastle ahead. $52 likes. Big up to everyone who's hit that like button. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's hit that like button. Much appreciated. Ooh. Guys, if you want to support the channel, you can always click on that join button and become members of the Blue Lounge. You get access to emojis. I'm actually planning to do some content specifically for my members. So you'll get access to that once I start doing it. It's the price of a cup of coffee. It's $2.99 a month, I believe. So think about becoming a member by hitting that join button. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Some good play by Ziyech today. Some good play by Ziyech today. But the finishing is lacking. On all of our men up front, the finishing is lacking. You know, we're 21 subscribers away from hitting 8,700. 21 subscribers away from a small milestone. So if you're here because you get my notifications on the timeline, think about subscribing and supporting the channel. 21 subscribers away. Chelsea have a corner. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Let's see. Jota equalised. Jota equalised, unfortunately. Damn it. Cheers, RJ. We can't finish to save our lives. We can't finish to save our lives, man. Yeah, spot on, Boogie. Spot on, Boogie. We are dominating the hell out of this game. We are controlling the hell out of this game and dominating and everything good. Just can't finish. Yeah, it's good play by Mason Mount. Good play by Rudiger. Just couldn't finish. Just could not finish. It's a good play though. Good play by Mason Mount. Rudiger, what position is Rudiger playing? A 10? Rudiger's playing as a 10 today. Big up to Rudiger. Ziyech is coming up with all the fancy flicks and tricks today, isn't he? You know what? Dirty play by Everton today. Dirty play by Everton. Fouling, kicking people's feet from under them. Referee needs to get a hold of this. You know, it's hard for a team to play like this for 90 minutes, chasing the ball, chasing the game. I think Everton will buckle. I hope Everton will buckle. Yeah, I know, Stripper. We need the one goal. One goal, that's all we need right now. Things will all change, just one goal. Just trying to think, if Tuchel needs to change something, what will he change? Well, I mean, what can he do? Doesn't have nothing on the bench. I mean, he's got Christensen, Saw to come on the defensive aspect. Midfield, Kante, Saul, Barkley, but there's no one he can change up front. Unless you want to put Barkley up front. I don't know. Bring on Kante instead of Ruben. Do you risk Kante in this kind of condition? I don't know. We got nobody on the bench that can attack Elijah. Are you serious? 2-0. Nah, it's not looking good. That's not looking good. Are you serious? Mo Salah. Mo Salah. What are you doing to us, Mo Salah? Oh, man. 2-1. Liverpool 2, Newcastle 1. We don't cross, what's 88 saying? We don't cross into the box. We keep looking for safe and secure pass as if we are trying to pass. I know, I agree with you, but we don't have anyone to get on the end of those crosses, Bostop. It's, if we had a lanky dude in there, you know, like a target man, you know, maybe, but today crossing that ball in wouldn't make much sense. Not really, but I know what you're saying, and I agree with you to a certain degree, but we need to have a person that is able to get on the end of that. Yeah, exactly, Elijah. That's exactly what I meant. That's exactly what I meant, Elijah. Oh boy. Listen, Elijah, question for you, mate. You said you're in Germany. What do people in Germany think of Timo Werner's performance and Kai Havertz's performance with Chelsea so far? What's your take on them? I'd like to know. Let me know in the chat, Elijah. 3 minutes left of the first half. Everton are on the attack. You serious? They got a chance here. Alright. Low courses like City will still get you top end. Sure. That could work. That could work. We've done that a couple of times though, Bostop. We've done that a couple of times. Maybe not enough, but we have done it a couple of times in this half. They both play good for us, so we don't really. Yeah, on the international stage they do well. I agree. Boogeyman, we are keeping Everton in the game. They're going to hurt us in the second half. Hopefully not, Boogie. Hopefully not. But yeah, it's not looking good. All this domination without, as Boogeyman's put it, without the teeth, it's not the best way to play this game. That's a foul advantage, I guess. This is dangerous. Loftus-Cheek could get a yellow card as a dangerous attack by Everton. I think that's a professional foul and it had to be done. Fantastic player. One of the best German players, I think of this generation, his generation. Consistent player. Yeah, injury is his problem. I agree. He's had that a lot. 2 minutes of injury time. First half looks like it's going to end 0-0. Liverpool are, I think they're still 2-1 up, aren't they? Liverpool are 2-1 up. Chelsea are 0-0. But we have peppered their goal. We've had a lot of opportunity to score, but we just haven't been able to convert, unfortunately. There's been a good performance by Ziyech, a good performance by Pulisic, James. Unfortunately, we've not been able to finish the attacks well. Story of Chelsea. Lads, do us a favour. I know a lot of you have already done it, but those of you who haven't, hit that like button. Let's get them likes. Also, please don't forget to subscribe. We are 20 subscribers away from a small milestone of 8,700. So let's get those 20 subscribers and get that milestone. Really appreciate it. Marcus Alonso on the flank. Passes it to Rudiger. Rudiger to Jorginho. Sorry, that was Loftus-Cheek. My bad. Alright. That was it. End of the half. Half time. 0-0. 0-0. GNA TV. Yo, Jim, how are ya? How you doing? Jim, can you hear me? Jim is having technical issues. I'm sure he will be back. All right, guys. Halftime 0-0. Disappointing in the finishing part of the game. Possession wise, good domination, good attacking, good scoring. Bad. Not happy about that. Not happy about that. Alex, welcome to the stream. First half, your thoughts, mate?
Too slow on the pivot. Too slow. We gotta force it. The front three linking up. You can see like front three playing well together. It's it's too slow and develop. Like we're waiting way too close. Georgie needs to force a little bit. Georgie and Robin Loftus-Cheek needs to take a little bit more risk and just take on the player.
Yeah, I think the final touch is where we're lacking because we've had
Mount
some
should
really,
score.
really good
Mount
chances.
should score, man.
Mount, Ziyech, James,
like-
Pulisic, they all had really, really good chances.
No,
Mount's
Mount had
chance
the
was-
one
was-
chance.
was
One
the
chance
biggest
that
one.
should have
Was the
been
biggest
goal.
one. Yeah.
That's a goal. That's not a chance. That's a goal.
Yeah.
That's if like
Unfortunate. And Reece James's opportunity, it came so early. Had that have gone in, the entire half would have changed.
I
let me
always
hear
saying.
from,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I want to give Jem a chance and also
Yeah.
Boogeyman a chance.
He's following me
Jem,
around.
I'm not going to comment on that. Jem, welcome. How are you?
Well, I don't know. It's how I feel right now. Listen, it's becoming the same old vicious crap for me at the moment. It's like we dominate games and we create chances, but we just don't score. And then we sort of fizz out of games and we look lost. We don't know what to do. That's what I feel like I'm watching right now. I feel like, especially at the end of that second half, we just looked like we just lost rhythm. And Mason Mount, look, I said today, I ain't really that bothered about performance right now. I just want us to score one goal. And Mason Mount had the most blatantly obvious chance in front of goal to put us 1-0 up. There's no excuse in that because it wasn't like he was massively rushed. It wasn't like he was, off balance or whatever. He was in front of the goalie. All he had to do was pass it in one of the corners.
It's like
And what does
Cho's
he do?
chance couple of
He
games
passed
earlier.
it straight to goalie. Like this is the difference, though. Do you know what I mean? Like Liverpool are losing 1-0 to Newcastle. They come back 5 minutes later, 2-1. That's the difference.
2-1 up, yeah.
They're the difference between Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City at the moment. I just don't think we take our chances, man, and it's becoming a bit of an issue moving forward.
Yeah. No, I agree. Boogeyman, Chelsea, their attack has been decimated by the virus, but yet we have created a ton of chances. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to finish. I'm just seeing the Mason Mount opportunity on my screen now, and it was so bad. It was a bad miss. It was a bad miss. Let me hear your thoughts, Boogie. Let me hear.
Yeah, man, Kasim, that is the story of Chelsea since Tuchel took over, right? We play good. We create chances. If Timo Werner was on the field today, we're all going to be screaming his name. That guy does not deserve to be in Chelsea team, but he's not in the starting lineup. But you can still see why we're not scoring goal. I just don't. There's no much I can say. I mean, I cannot blame the team because we play really, really, really good. But why we cannot score goal? And I mean, are we? I don't know if I can just. It's not even Tuchel because they have the chances. And those clear chances, I just don't know. And at this point, I can only hope that the second half will be better and we'll put one in it. Because as much as we have those possession creating those chances, Everton has a chance also, close to the 43 or 42nd minute where they can score a goal like that, and that's it.
That's my fear. Everton are sitting back. They are parking the bus, but they're also looking to play on the counter attack, and they've done it. They did it a couple of times in the first half. And the last one was really close to the final, the halftime whistle, and that worries me. Because if we're not careful, we can be caught out. That is why we have to get that opening goal as quickly as possible.
100%. with our performance today. If you're not Chelsea fan, you're just like a football fan. You're watching it. It's like Manchester City. We play so good, but the only difference is we're not scoring. If Manchester City was playing today, they would be 5-0 already, scoring 5 goals already. It's just I don't know why our front
Clear-cut
three are
chances.
not putting it.
We are creating clear-cut chances. We're just not being able to finish them. Lads, a question because I want to address this as well. What changes can Tuchel make at halftime or in the second half? I mean, because he does need to change something, or does he not need to change something? I'll start with Alex. Alex, what's your thoughts on the
No,
potential substitutions?
we stick with what we got for now, and we'll see about 75th minute. We really don't have anything. If anything, I will leave a little bit more directness to it. So I guess the only person who can do it from the bench is Barkley. It's sad as it is, but that's all we got. So
That's all we got.
who Azpilicueta frustrates me. I forgot to mention it. Aspi frustrates me with right side. He should have. He needs to look up quicker.
Would you risk Kante? Would you risk Kante?
I don't think he's on the bench, is he?
He is. He is.
No, because Kante. First of all, Kante is not creatively adding anything to it. It doesn't make any sense. I think I don't know why. I love Kante, but I don't think this is the game for him. Let him get better, because we're gonna have like Wolves are the ones that actually we're gonna need them to run up on the field, because this Everton not even trying to to get in the game. So I'll leave it for now for the 70th minute. Yeah.
Kante has not played that he needs to break up. So
if we score a goal, you can bring him to get that feature. Yeah.
To shore it up. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Take off Loftus-Cheek, been on Kante, Jorginho, control the midfield.
I actually wouldn't mind. Listen, at this point, we need people to take shots from outside the box, and Kante tend to do that, because even if it is the ball bounce off a Everton defender and go in it, I don't really care. And I just think Rudiger didn't get that chance to be free around the box to hit the ball, but Loftus-Cheek should also look for those opportunity to at least take a shot from outside the box. And even if I was Tuchel, I will even start telling James, when you're around that box, trying to hit it. See where it goes. Like at least the first 10 minutes in the second half, just do stuff like that and see maybe the ball may.
The only other option we got. The only other option we did. I mean, looking at our bench, we don't really have much. I mean, you got Barkley. There's not the rest of it's too defensive minded unless you do one thing, switch the system, and the only thing you can do there, I think, is rather than have Pulisic on his own, being like the focal point, or the guy that sort of interchanges, you bring someone closer to him and have two up front, and maybe just play someone a bit deeper behind them, if that makes sense. So you've always got two on the break, and then you use your wing backs to give you the give you the width to get them to play higher up the pitch. That's the only other option, I think.
Could we switch to a four at the back and take off one of the defenders and bring on an attack-minded player like Barkley?
He don't do that though. That's the issue. He would put Barkley on and take Alonso off, and put Pulisic on left wing back. When what he should do is take Alonso off, put Barkley on, and just switch the system, and don't have to force one of them out there. You want to keep them in the box.
We don't switch the systems.
Aspi on the left. Put Aspi on the left and play.
Or whatever. He needs to sometimes, because we need something different. I keep saying this 3-4-3 will work to a degree, but it's what do you do next? It's the plan B. I haven't got a plan B. Doesn't use the plan B. He just uses the same system. That's the issue for me.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jim, on that. I don't see Tuchel ever. I think it's a personnel. I hope when Tuchel gets his players that supposedly he wants, then he can rotate to change the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like playing with plan A, never with plan B. That's why I don't like Sarri, because he always have to plan A and force plan A. Same thing with Pep. He has a plan A and no plan B. For me, that's the little bit of trickiness of the I like to have a choose systems.
You see, this is where we are, and I agree with the 88th bus stop here. He says we are creating chances and keeping the ball. The system is working, but we're not finishing. That is exactly the problem. I mean, that's where we are. Because right now, I mean, you can't fault the play. We're playing well. But we're not scoring. That's the only problem we have right now. You know, I can't say that this person's having a bad game or that person's having a bad game.
No,
Everyone is having a
you're
good
right.
game apart from the finishing.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's
For me, it's not a good game if we don't score. That's the problem. It's
Well,
like,
obviously,
we can play well
yeah,
as much as we want, but if we're not winning games,
you
then
know
it's a problem
how
for me.
you criticize sometimes on mistakes for losing the game. You can also criticize the individuals on the forward position for not scoring the game. That's why we're not winning the game. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, Jorginho was to blame for the goal against when he played back. Same thing you can apply to Mount and to James, actually, to some extent, because they should put ball into
sorry,
the
Alex,
net.
I've got stats that just came up on the screen. Do you guys know they had 13 attempts on goal?
I don't even want to know. It
13
makes me feel
attempts.
sick.
Yeah,
Makes me
we
feel
have
sick hearing it.
82 or 86% possession.
31.
I'm going to shoot.
81?
I hope we get a goal in the second half anyway.
That's what I'm saying. As long
Jim.
as we score in the
Good,
goal,
Take care, Jim. Cheers, Jim.
as long as we score in the goal, I think we'll be fine. It's just the first goal. That's why I don't like to keep it. You know, the longer the game goes 0-0, it's that.
Yeah, but
it's
we don't
that
have any other
pressure.
choice, man. It's just
Yeah, I know. It's
Chelsea.
frustrating.
That's the only way they know to play. And
Boogeyman, you like my therapist. I'm explaining you my problems. You just deal with it and listen.
Yeah, no, I
I'm not
don't want
going
to listen to your problem, man, because I have my own also. Anyways,
Well, you tell me, and I'll tell you. This is why we go on that channel.
yeah. No, but anyways,
But
the
listen,
thing is, we
since
still
I'm
have 45
hosting,
minutes to
you
go.
both got to pay me. Since I'm hosting, you both got to pay me.
Like someone say, there's no way to blame anybody in this game because Mount chance he should have put that one away. At least that one. That one was way too.
Yeah.
I will suggest that I think Mount during the training session have seen those. Has put himself in those situations more than once. So he should at least either travel with the ball past the goalie completely and put the ball in the open, completely empty net. And what he's trying to do doesn't make too much sense to me. But again, it's just Everton should not be scoring. If they score on us, or if we get a red card, because I think Loftus-Cheek is on yellow, right?
It's on the yellow.
And if we get a red, then that's not good. Everton will grow into this game.
Yeah.
That chance that Mount, the second chance when he took a shot with the right foot, he put it away against West Brom.
I think I remember that.
Exactly same. And he did it with his left foot. Why he tried it with his right foot, I have no idea. That from Alonso, the cross in the box, he should have did it exactly the same thing. Why did he turn his?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But we need to score a goal, and
we need to score.
Whatever's going on right now.
I'll see you guys. I'm gonna go. Gotta go use the restroom before I go.
All right, Alex.
See you.
I'll see you later on, man. I'll be in the chat anyways. Mo.
Yeah, no problem, Boogie, no problem. All right, James is saying, what's James saying? Yeah, listen, they all did. Even Ziyech had a good chance. Pulisic, a lot of chances. Pulisic had a lot of chances as well. But that's good. You know, creating them opportunities is good. We just need to convert one of them. Convert one. Once we convert one, the whole game will change. The entire game will change. We've got the players back on the pitch. They're making their way to commence the second half. If we can put the ball in the net, what's Kwasi saying? If we can put the ball in the net, more goals will follow in the second half. I do believe you. And I agree with you. Kwasi, all it takes is one goal to get that ball rolling, to get that snowball rolling. Yeah, no, we just did that one goal. 54th minute, first goal. Elijah's predicting 54th minute, first goal. Hopefully. Second half is about to kick off, guys. Hit that like button, and if you're new, hit that subscription button. Much appreciated. All right, kick off. Second half kicks off. I'm not seeing any changes. Hold on. Looks like the same. Yeah, the same team from both teams. Same players. Come on, Everton. All right. You subscribed and waited 5 minutes to spam that. I'll put you on timer. I'm not gonna block you straight away. I'll put you on timer. Do it one more time and I'll block you. Yeah, no. I just need this goal. I need this goal. No, it'll be nice to see a goal from our lads in the first few minutes of the second half. It will just make it a lot more enjoyable to see this game out, I guess. Everton just parking that bus. It's expected. You'd expect Everton to park the bus against Chelsea. Especially the Everton of today. What play do we go? Ziyech is down. He's holding his ankle. Ooh, that was a bad tackle. Very aggressive play by Everton. They're not messing about, are they? It's all looking good for Ziyech, lads. Barkley's warming up. He's back on his feet. Hopefully he can walk it off. You know what? Ross Barkley coming on. Can you imagine Ross Barkley coming on and scoring for Chelsea against Everton? That would be interesting, huh? Yeah, no, Ziyech did get left up there. Unfortunately, he did. But I think he'll run it off, walk it off. Oh, nice. Bad pass by Loftus-Cheek. Bad pass. Good ball. Good ball. That was a fantastic ball there by Thiago Silva to Ziyech. That was a fantastic ball. Great vision by Thiago Silva. Great vision. So that's what I mean. We're playing well. All the players are doing what is expected of them. But we're just not being able to score. That was a good shot by Mason Mount. That was a good shot by Mason Mount. Well played. Well played. Well played there, Mount. Well played. I got a deflection that. I got a deflection. You know what? We started the second half just like we finished the first one, creating a ton of chances. This game is crying for a Rudiger, sorry, a Rudiger, a Werner, a Lukaku, a Havertz, just crying for someone who can. I was just say finish, but then I remember Timo Werner's not really that good at finishing. The problem is we don't really have much that we can do in regards to changes. I know we're talking about changing the system, but what changes can we do to the system? Good ball. Good ball, but there's no one on the end of it. No one on the end of it. This is what I'm talking about. This is the danger. This is the danger. This is the danger. This is why Everton are dangerous, because they're waiting for that. They're waiting for the opportunity. Sucking it in, and then boom, attacking in the counter. George, I think our problem is not there, mate. I think our problem in this particular game is finishing. I think our wing backs are doing all right. I agree with you. Alonso isn't doing fantastically well, but he's doing all right. Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. I think if we had converted a couple of those chances, we'd be talking about a fantastic Chelsea performance right now. Unfortunately, we haven't finished those chances. All right, 54th minute, Elijah. This is where you predicted we're going to score. Let's see. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's hit that like button and to everyone who's subscribed. Appreciate you. Thank you. It does, Paul. It really does. It really does. I agree. It really does. It takes a goal to just one goal will fix all of that. One goal will fix all of that. And hopefully it's a Chelsea goal. Chelsea goal. You're not scoring like that against Mendy. You're not scoring like that against Mendy. It does, Elijah. It does seem stale. Come on, ref. The ref needs to control this game better. Everton are playing rough. The referee doesn't seem to be... it's too lenient. It's too... Yeah, it's too lenient. Elijah, man, what are you doing to me? What's the score with Liverpool? Let me just check. Still 2-1, half time. Alright. Good ball. That's both Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek on a yellow card. Yeah, Elijah, it is 2-1. I just checked. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Everton are going to make a change by the looks of things. The 60-minute mark for Chelsea coming up with no changes. I don't know about Kante, Elijah. I don't know about Kante. Kante will be useful for a team that was pressing us, attacking us. These guys are not doing that. So bring on Kante. I'm not sure what that would do for us. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. Good build-up play. Good build-up play. No yellow card, no nothing. He can bring some pace in midfield, and since there are no attackers, he can go a little higher. So who would you have him on for, Elijah? For Jorginho? We need Kante. He has a burst of pace. Alright, people are asking for Kante. Would you have him on for Jorginho or for Loftus-Cheek? Who would you have Kante on for? Let me know in the chat. Who should we bring on Kante for? Let me know in the chat. And would you guys bring on Barkley? Do you think Barkley might be useful at this point? Let me know. Ruben. So Kante instead of Ruben. I'm not so sure. You want to have a bit more of an attacking threat. I think Ruben gives you that. Dobbin comes on for Sims. Everton change. Ruben needs to do something about this passing. Alright. Oi, is that a penalty? Nah, he got the ball. He got the ball. Joseph. Alright, Joseph, how's it going? Joseph, can you hear me? Hello? Very frustrating game. Very frustrating game. What would you do, Paul? What do you think Tuchel should do today? What do you think he should do? Let me know. I'll try again with Joseph. I've got Saul Niguez coming on and I've got Barkley coming on. Yo, Joseph, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Joseph.
Hello.
Hello, Joseph.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yes, I hear you. I'm good, and you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Tell me what you think of the game so far, mate.
What?
Tell me what you think of the game so far, mate. Yeah, I think we're having an audio issue with Joseph. Joseph, thanks for trying to come on. There might be a lag issue with your connection. Yeah, it's becoming too erratic right now, people. It's too wayward. Let's see these changes. So you got Loftus-Cheek being taken out. Saul coming on. Barkley's coming on. So Barkley playing against Everton. Alonso's coming off and Saul is coming on in his place. Interesting. That's interesting. It's a very attacking move there by Tuchel. Let's see if it pays out. Pays off. Pays off. So for those of you just jumping on, Saul Niguez has replaced Marcus Alonso, and Ross Barkley has replaced Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He does want a goal. He does want a goal. Barkley on, Saul, rescue Jim. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's all he could have really have done there, Jim. I don't think he has yet. The commentator says he has, but I can't see it on the pitch. I can't see it on the pitch. True. Not yeah, he hasn't done much. Is that what he's done? Really? If that's what he's done, because I can't see where Saul is. Yeah, you're right. Has Pulisic gone wide? Yeah, Boogie, he is. He is. Saul's a striker. Forget Lukaku, you got Saul on the giz. Bloody hell. Why don't I just play Alonso as a striker? Yo, Bobby, welcome to the stream.
Oh, Mount.
You watching this, Bobby?
Mount has done it. Finally.
Done what?
We scored. Can't you see it?
No. Hold on.
Oh, is there a
I'm
time
lagging.
lag for you? Oh,
yeah, no. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal. Finally.
But with Saul and Barkley on, I don't know, these guys, they look energized by that. I'm even surprised we could break through. I think we broke through because they were energized and started coming forward.
Listen, I think it was more of they got tired, man. They got tired of defending. Man. That is a fantastic strike by Mason Mount, no? That is a fantastic strike. He's made up for that miss. He's made up for that miss.
Yeah, but they've come forward a bit more because of Saul and Barkley.
Yeah.
That's why we've got a little bit
A
bit of space.
A bit of strength, a bit of physicality. That's what they added.
They added. I'm scared to have them on the pitch. I just thought it's unfortunate that Ruben's off. Ruben.
Watching the replay, good finish by Mason Mount. Good finish by Mason Mount. Yeah, he was leaning back.
Now Ruben's carrying that injury, and
yeah.
Anyway, I just hope we can hang on to it. Really.
Boogeyman is in. Boogeyman, Barkley made the difference, huh?
Yeah, and Saul is good at something.
What? What did he do?
Yeah, tell us.
He came and get Everton some confidence. That's why they came out.
Exactly.
That's why we scored. Man.
That's exactly. He gave them the confidence
they started
to start
pushing.
attacking. Yeah.
They started pushing forward. Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy we're waiting for. He's there. Okay, let's go, man. Then let's score.
Yeah, that's why we had to. That's why we had the space to score a bit. That's true. I just hope we can hang on now because I'm not. I've got to say, lads, on a serious note, the levels of this virus now is it's disturbing.
Yes.
It's disturbing. Guys, just I don't know. I know everybody has their opinion, and you have a right to your opinion and a right to your body and whatever. But I want to see people safe and get these vaccines. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Protect yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The thing is, it's not only themselves, Bobby. It's society as a whole.
Yeah.
Society as a whole. If we nip this in the butt, we'll overcome this within a couple of years. But it's like people are dragging it out.
I get it. I mean, you know me. I'm sure some of you've seen some of the stuff I post, and I'm not into conventional society. I'm not into government or anything like that. I'm very into the freedom of people.
Yeah.
But this is life and death.
Yeah.
That's just I don't know.
Yeah. Elijah says I'm 18 and I've had 2 vaccines. Elijah, my daughter's 13 and she's had the first one.
Yeah.
So,
listen, I cannot agree with Bobby more. Like he just, I don't understand it, and me.
Yeah. I'm glad you agree. I mean, I'm really into freedoms. I don't like media. I don't like all these government things. I don't. But this is a different thing.
Actually, a different thing. Yeah.
I just don't see the point in. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've scored, isn't it?
Have they?
Yeah.
No.
I sort of had that feeling, to be honest. I sensed and that's coming from Saul's end.
Okay, I'm about 20, 30 seconds behind you.
That's partly why I came on, actually. I thought, let me not leave you here alone to go through this agony. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Was that Saul? Yeah, I think that's even Thiago has let him by. Somewhere on that left back area, there's not enough cover. Yeah, Saul missed the header.
You know what, Bobby? We wouldn't be in this position had we converted the chances we had in the first half. We had the game in our hands in the first half.
Yeah.
No, it's a finishing.
Well, we'll just see.
Saul Niguez should have cleared that. It just flicked off his head.
Or put off. If I have a feeling, Chilwell doesn't have the height, but he would put off anybody making that run just by putting your body in the way of the runner. Anyway, let's see.
Oh boy. The thing is this, Bobby. The way things are looking, we might not see football for a while because a lot of players are missing. I mean, I would not have been against this game being cancelled or postponed. After 4 players testing positive and the 5th, we're waiting for his results. We've actually got 6 players because we've got the 4 that have been mentioned. Havertz, possibly, and then you got Kovačić. So you got 6 players. I mean, Kovačić is coming back, but
Whoa.
What just happened there? They got another corner.
There's an Everton guy died.
If we lose this,
they're energized because they've seen Saul and they've seen Barkley.
Yeah.
And they're like, these guys haven't got shit anymore. Let's go for it. We could still nick it and win. We're very capable of that, but it's not going to be...
I think that has always been Chelsea's problem. When you take one of our front 3, like you take Pulisic off, or you take one, even if Lukaku was the one that is brought on at that point, we always start losing control of the ball. For some reason, when the guy that cannot score on the field, we really good. When you substitute trying to fix a problem up front, then we start playing good. So I'm not sure how that problem can be solved. No, that's...
Yeah. I mean, we have really gone through adversity this December.
We were also unlucky with our injuries, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been a lot of adversity. And what we've got now just isn't good enough. So the lesson from this is, make sure you have a better squad. Oh, Chalobah's coming on. I thought his last card would be Kante. I don't really see what Chalobah's going to bring. Maybe he'll just shore up, unless he shores it up so that Saul can go forward. Can't see what else he'll bring. But who's he coming on for?
Maybe Jorginho?
Yeah.
Possibility.
Yeah. Because Georgie's got a yellow card anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
But why not Kante?
This is the thing. I thought Kante would be the trump card because at least he could help us do something.
I think Kante is probably being kept for Wolves should that game go through.
Yeah.
Oh, God, man.
Who's going to play against Wolves? I mean, we don't even have enough players.
Well, this is the thing. This is...
Because ideally you want to rotate a couple, but you don't have no one to rotate. We literally played our 3 attacking players in this game.
Come on for Aspi. Interesting. Well...
I mean, this virus is just destroying everything. At least we have to at least give some, in French we say proud to the one that are not infected, at least keep themselves safe, because only 4 people were infected in our team. We have nobody pretty much. Imagine if it was 13 players, I don't know, and I think it was Leicester that have more than 10 players infected or something.
Oh my God, how did he save that? Pickford becomes Superman when he plays against Chelsea. Every time he plays against Chelsea, he becomes Superman.
Not just him. Even lead goalkeeper, you go all the way back. West Ham goalkeeper, Manchester United goalkeeper, they all turn to Superman when they play against us.
Yeah.
Julius, welcome to the stream.
Hey, thanks, Mo. Big up, everyone.
Big up, Julius. You watching this game, mate, yeah?
Yeah, I missed quite a lot of it, trying to watch it while working, but we're playing so bad. We're wasteful.
Second half has been a disaster. First half wasn't too bad. Second half has been ugly.
Yeah, and I blame Saul Niguez for the first goal, to be honest. A little bit. Because he was running like a headless chicken in midfield. The ball hits him and they get and it bounces to Everton. And yeah.
We still have 10 minutes to go.
And I've been hearing from my friends, they're watching the Liverpool game and they're saying Newcastle came really close a couple of times to equalize.
Yeah,
Somehow Liverpool keeps getting away with these things.
Exactly. That's the run of a champion. Because the only thing that matters at this time in December is 3 points. Whether you play good or not, 3 points is what matters at this point.
Listen, people in the chat, do us a favour. Cheer us up. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Share. Do something. Because the players ain't doing nothing. So you guys do something.
Good point.
Listen, I'm serious, yeah. I'm watching this game and I'm thinking to myself,
It's a good
I don't need this
counter.
stress in my life. I don't need this stress in my life.
Come on.
I'm not surprised, Mo. Like, people want to say injuries. Sure, we get injuries every season.
But Everton are missing a lot of players as well. I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that simple.
They are. Yeah, they are
To just say injuries. It's bad planning.
What is it about scoring goals that Chelsea, seem to struggle with? I mean, they have the players, they have the quality.
Honestly, today, Mo, we have a good defensive line as well. Like
Julius,
Thiago.
the first half, I think you missed the first half here. The first half, the amount of chances we created, the amount of clear-cut chances we created.
I saw actually Mount.
We should have Mount
Pulisic.
James.
Yeah, we're losing control over this game. Wow, this is Chelsea, man. No. So if it stay this way, how many points do we have from the leader? This one, 4 points or 3?
I'll show you.
5, I think.
God, no good.
Or 4. If we draw, it's 4.
This is the way it is right now. I'll show you. I'm going to share on the screen. So that's what it looks like right now.
Yeah.
Cross your score.
Even Leeds, by the way, last week or last game, they had a lot of injuries, by the way, Mo. A lot of injuries. Key players as well.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why those teams come to Chelsea, or when they play Chelsea, they seem to want to prove a point. Then when they play Arsenal, they're just like, okay, we don't care. Like West Ham yesterday.
Honestly, I think I hate Saul Niguez.
Me too.
What is this crap? Who is this guy?
10 out of 10 transfer
Who
window.
is this guy? Wow. Okay, that's it.
And he's smiling.
We're gonna score now. I think we've had enough of this shit. I'm gonna get one lucky break and go and score. Put this shit to bed.
Look at
Charity
their
FC. Charity FC, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Benitez, his job is on the line.
We help him save it.
Yeah. Well, we're paying his salary.
Oh, now I see why Bobby said he hates holding it.
It's Christmas, people.
What is he trying to do?
Handing Christmas gifts left, right, center every week.
What's his salary again? 200,000 pounds.
190,000 a week. 190,000.
What exactly is he doing? Is he thinking, or like, what is he doing? He can't play with his feet. He can't play with anything. So what is?
Honestly, Boogeyman, do you blame him?
I will never blame him. Of course, the money is free. Why
I
not
don't
take
blame
it?
him at all. It's not his fault.
No,
Good for him.
100%, man, 100%. I just don't understand. If you can run, you should be able to use your head and pass the ball and hit the ball. And if I don't know. So I'm not sure what kind of injury he had, but man, come on.
By the way, Mo, I'm gonna be off work until January 4th. Yay.
That's beautiful, man.
That's good, but I have a feeling, Julius, that I'm not going to be streaming for a while because I think football might come to an end.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I was trying to get the Liverpool ticket, but I'm not sure if it will be a good thing.
Look how Everton are playing, man. It's pissing me off. It's like they're playing a final. Why do they just go against City? They probably lose 5-0.
No, but Julius, imagine we scored 2 goals in the first half. This game is already done. We'll be scoring like 7. The problem is Chelsea always keep team like this in the run, and they take their chance at the 80-something minute, and they create problem.
We've had this issue since last year, and we didn't fix it.
No, we didn't. That's the problem.
We did not do anything to fix it. What is this, Chalobah, man? Come on, man.
Boogie, did you see you were going to get the Liverpool ticket?
Yeah. Up to 2 weeks ago, I'm still because I had 3 vaccine. I got 3 shot already, but the thing is, I'm not sure how things are looking at this point.
Well, if you come, you got to let us know, man.
Probably,
We'll do a little meet up, man.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I will come anyways, because
Because the thing is, I was talking to DJ. It was, we need to do something where we all meet up and maybe do a stream. A restaurant or something.
These teams that think they're so great because they can, get lucky and then start playing some bullshit anti-football type of game.
Right now.
It makes me laugh when in the last minute they end up throwing it away. All this bullshit they're doing. If in the last minute Chelsea score, is just going to be
beautiful, just like the
wasted evening.
Fun.
And
Did
the
you find
controller?
Just keep the ball. Oh God, Judge, son of a gun.
Anyway, keep quiet.
Free kick to Everton. How?
Yeah, listen, man. It happened again. I really don't see problem, man. I cannot see who to blame on this game because our forward are the one that did not really.
I'll tell you who I'm going to blame in this game.
So
The pandemic. No, the pandemic. The pandemic. Seriously. I mean, for us to lose, 3 players just before kickoff. Chelsea should have actually, asked for the game to be postponed. We should have asked for that.
Exactly. That should have been postponed.
But again, we all watched the game. Did you think the pandemic has anything to do with this? Well, like, who is in this picture? I mean, I'm pretty sure the answer will be Saul, but like, still, we got our chances because I'm pretty sure even if we put our stronger team, if they're not scoring, it's going to be the same thing. They just have to score the goals.
If Lukaku played, we would have won, Boogeyman. He would have scored.
A possibility. I mean, listen, I cannot sit down here and say no, but it is a possibility. He may come and because even today, Barkley came in. I don't see anything he add to the game. I don't understand this.
When I look at it more this way, I agree with you. Chelsea should have postponed the game, should have done something.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, even that lineup, especially the one we started with, should beat Everton comfortably in the first half.
This Everton, yeah. Okay.
There's a comment here by RJ saying, to be fair, Everton is without almost... Yeah, but they didn't lose them this morning. We had a game plan, and this morning it all had to change because, of the positive tests.
Yeah, but there are questions we have to ask, like, seriously. Pulisic, for example, what exactly he did today? And, I mean, with all his talent, you put Hazard there. I'm not, maybe I'm trying to find the eye of the devil here, but I'm just... Pulisic, with all his talent, he should be able to take the ball, dribble 1, 2, 3, 4, and just put this game away.
The goal is coming, guys. The goal is coming. We're gonna win this.
Look, it's 3 minutes left of extra time. Now, I know I'm lagging, so if a goal is going to come, Bobby would have said something by now. Bobby hasn't said nothing. So
Bobby is too quiet. The game is already over anyways.
Yeah.
I have it.
Bobby's watching the interviews right now. Press conference.
I'm at minute 92:30.
Yeah,
that's not good.
I'm like 8 seconds ahead of you.
Ahead of me?
Yeah. I'm currently on 92:53. Come on, Barkley, sort yourself out.
No. Going nowhere.
We can't be dropping points against Everton. Seriously, we can't be doing this. Come on, Mason. Mason.
Oh my God.
Why don't we just flood? Go inside the box. Why we staying outside the box? Go inside, guys.
Also, there is not enough insurgency in the second half.
Yeah. It happened again, right?
A minute left. Let's see.
Basically, 4 points behind City is going to be hard to catch up.
Especially with our next game is in 3 days, Julius.
I don't think there will be any next game, man.
December fever.
I don't know where. Yeah, let's hope we win a. Honestly,
penalty. Just
we're not winning.
Look for the. Oh, Lord, guys, give the ball on the floor.
Corner? No.
Rudiger, what are you doing, man?
That's it. Game done. Benitez got another week in his job. You're welcome, Benitez.
As always, man. You see, Everton will go and win 3 games now because every time a manager is in trouble.
We always revive people's careers.
Yeah.
People score their first goal in their careers against us.
Yeah.
Benitez will survive another week.
Yeah.
Well, that's us.
We save Arteta job. We save a lot of people. It's just crazy. Man.
Yeah. Literally. We didn't only save Arteta's job. We won him a trophy too.
Yeah, we gave him a cup. 0-0, 1-1.
It feels like a loss, Mo. I get you.
It does.
It feels like
it does.
one.
Seriously, it feels like a loss.
Okay, let me bring my positive vibe to your stream in a few minutes, man. Let me just take some break.
Yeah, we're going to take a minute break.
God,
We'll be right back.
I'm sick of this whole thing, man. Okay, guys.
I'll see you in 1 minute.
Yeah, bye.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Look at what in my opinion, one of the best goalkeepers.
We need you to think that you're going to be played against. So they want to.
I'm a little bit worried. But, I saw a stat online.
Sergio
He's going to play up and down. That is the second. We only have two men now in the
I know people have gone on about if we lose the cup, it could be a bit of a situation. I hope to God it
Sergio
doesn't.
Production.
Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. Lads, today we saw a frustrating result, a frustrating game. Everton came to park the bus, and they did. They parked the bus. They also played on a counter-attack. They made the game difficult for Chelsea, but Chelsea should have done better. We dominated the first half very well. The first half, Chelsea dominated the game. We controlled the game. We had a ton of chances. I think it was 13 attempts on goal in the first half. Some of them were clear cut. Some of them we should not have missed. But we did. Chelsea finished the half 0-0 when they could have finished it at least 2 or 3 goals ahead. The second half started as the same way the first half ended. Good performance, good possession, good control. Unfortunately, that only lasted for about 10 to 15 minutes. Tuchel made some changes. Tuchel brought on Saul Niguez and Ross Barkley instead of Marcos Alonso and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He then took off Azpilicueta and brought on Chalobah. It was a turning point because we were able to score a goal straight after the substitutions, but we also conceded a goal very quickly. The biggest factor, 2 big factors, in my opinion, when it comes to this game. Number 1, we had a massive blow when it came to the virus, and some of our players were missing. And that impacted today's result, no doubt. No doubt. The fact that we had players out due to the virus impacted today's result. And the second factor was the lack of our finishing ability. That was a massive factor. Unfortunately, today we still are lacking, and we still are behind the teams like Liverpool and Man City, who have had good results on their end. This is where we are. And thank you to everybody who joined on that watch along, and thank you to everybody who contributed with their comments, their likes, and also their subscriptions. I have with me today Julius and Bobby. Let me hear your thoughts, lads. And I know you're all disappointed, but let me hear what you have to say. Welcome.
Thanks, Mo. I'll start here real quick. As you mentioned, the pandemic had a huge impact on the game. It makes sense because, as you said, like we would have a plan, we would have a formation, we would have specific tasks for each player or instructions given by the manager, and to lose them at the last minute, it's very inconvenient. Basically, there is a big possibility today we landed our players who had no clue what to do or didn't have enough maybe practice or training to play a full 90 minutes or even half a game. So obviously that has an impact. However, we had a very strong defensive line today. I think with Thiago Silva and Rudiger, that it cannot get that much better. Azpilicueta, I know he's out of form. He's still a decent defender overall, very experienced. We should not have conceded that goal. We just all of a sudden don't know how to defend anymore, unfortunately. I think there is a psychological aspect as well on the players, kind of hit them after a couple of bad performances throughout December, which is normal in football. But in reality, I always want to recirculate back to my stance that we did not plan well for this season. I'm not surprised we have a lot of injuries because that's the case every year. Under Lampard, we had injury crisis. Under Tuchel, we have injury crisis. Under Conte, we had injury. This is the Premier League. This period of time, we always have injury crisis. I don't remember a season since Eva where Chelsea didn't have injury problems. So I won't accept that as an excuse. What I would accept is the board did not basically prepare properly for this season in terms of reinforcements, and we're left short right now with not much options.
Do you really think that is the case, though, Julius? Because I think you can't plan to have that many players missing, can you?
Yeah, because let's say why did we sell Zuma again? Why did we send a lot of people on loan? That shouldn't have.
I agree that maybe some sales, some some to put where we are today in regards to the players missing on the board. It's a little bit much. I think we could talk about Zuma being installed might not have been such a great thing. Tomori should not have been let go without a loan. Might not have been a great idea. With the lack of attackers we have. I get that, but I think no one could plan to go into a fixture and you're told that at least 5 of your players can't start or can't play.
Yeah, no,
because of the pandemic. And I think that is.
I agree, but Mo, my point
for today's game.
Sorry, no, my point of view here, Mo, is I'm talking about from a macro perspective. We are supposed to come in this season challenging for the league, and we did not do enough in the transfer window and we did not give Tuchel the necessary tools to do so. When you compare City with a proper squad, with so much depth, they have a bench that can even challenge for the Premier League. We don't have that bench. We don't. We have Ross Barkley and Marcus Alonso. We have Chalobah, who's, thanks to Tuchel, been able to perform on the highest level. We have Ross Barkley, who's not consistent. That's our bench. So what we do, we go get Saul Niguez on 200k, and yeah, that's. I'm not gonna get into the Lukaku thing, but Saul Niguez is enough. Without getting too much into details, that's my point. Of course, today's game, I agree 100%. The fact that we had COVID breakout within the team, we should have tried to cancel or postpone the game for now. But in reality, there is underlying problems that have been reoccurring year in, year out through the past 5-6 seasons.
All right. Bobby, let me hear what you have to say on this.
Yeah, there's a multiplicity of reasons as to why we're in this sort of situation. One that we can't overlook is perhaps the lack of longevity. Tuchel's just got here. He hasn't been here for a year, and he's still building his team, his squad, and he's done remarkably well for the short period of time he's been here, and with what he has. The wastefulness of the forward line is testimony to their age, although Hakim Ziyech doesn't really come into that bracket. But, he missed a couple himself. He shouldn't, but he also made some tremendous movement, and I think he had a great game. That aside, this is an example of a lack of squad depth. We do have injuries season in, season out. The board know this. They do have to take some blame, but the sad thing is that the person that could have helped with this, they got rid of. Anyway, I don't really want to go into that with him. I think we have to understand that we're still very much a work in progress. We were a work in progress when we had Frank. Then when he left, we became a new work in progress with Tuchel. What I've decided in my mind is, look, we have to see this through. Wherever it lands with Tuchel, I think we should reassess our target, and our target has to be in the top 4 and maybe win a trophy, and then give this man the time he needs to rebuild this squad into what we need. Yesterday I highlighted that Pep Guardiola in his first season wasn't ripping up trees. In fact, he was getting his ass kicked quite frequently. It took him about 3 seasons before he started creating something with Man City. And even then, they've had many a shaky patch, and they will have some more. So, we can't get too hard on Tuchel, but definitely, the squad is not strong enough. Yes, we've had a lot of injuries, and people say, well, Everton had players out too. Yes, they did. But you see, the comparative measure of the impact of the absence of Chelsea players as opposed to Everton players, it's a matter of when you start at the bottom and you take away a few legs, you don't have that far to fall. But when you're up at the top and you take away the top and the legs at the bottom is far from where the top was, you've got a long way to fall. Sounds crazy, but there's some sense in that somewhere. The truth is, there's people like Saul Niguez, compared to what they've been brought on to replace, it's a chasm. It's night and day. It's huge. He's not of the quality at all. Barkley, I had hoped and prayed that he would show something. Today, I've seen his worth, and he's not worth much. So, I think the answer for us would be to start to keep back some of our academy graduates. And as a fan base, we need to keep a bit quiet about all this game time, game time. Some people start saying it without really even understanding what they're talking about. It's just other people are saying it. And they lack focus of the fact that Chelsea is a club about the club, not a club about the player. And, we have to learn from this and move on.
Sure. No, good points made by you and by Julius. But there is one thing, and this is why I brought up the table on the screen. Liverpool have just finished their match. They've beat Newcastle, surprisingly. So, this is where we are right now. And where we are is third. 4 points behind City, 3 points behind Liverpool. I don't think it is the end of the world where we are today. I know this is the kind of game we should have won. I know we've got tough games coming up. But I also know the start of January, we're playing both of these teams. And the fact that we're playing both Man City and Liverpool as our first two fixtures of the year, I think it is still within our control and our grasp to mount this title challenge. And I think if we are going to be fair and going to be realistic, Chelsea need to mount a title challenge this season. I would love to see us pick up that trophy at the end of the season. However, if we don't pick up that trophy at the end of the season, for me, it is not a disaster as long as we have given it a good fight and we have gotten close to Man City and we have put in pressure on Man City. The reason why I'm saying that is because I know and I agree with all of you. There's been errors, there's been mistakes, and I told Julius that we can't really account for this and account for that, and I believe I was right. But at the same time, I also believe Julius was right when he was talking about planning ahead for the squad, because we have made errors. We have made errors in our planning. You can't foresee some of the the conditions that we're going through as a nation, as a league, as a club. We are going through a hard time right now, and it's everyone is going through that. So you can't plan for these kind of events. But what we can plan for is bringing our youngsters through, not putting ourselves light in certain positions, and unfortunately we've not done that properly.
Well,
but look, we are sorry, Bobby. We are 3 points behind Liverpool, 4 points behind. Man, say Bobby. But before I come to you, I want to just say big up to DJ Sav for joining the stream. DJ, welcome to the stream.
Hey, big up, guys. How you guys doing? I know, not great, I know, but how's things otherwise? All good?
No, we're good. We're good.
Big up, DJ.
Yeah, I know
big
it's
up,
not
DJ.
great. I know.
DJ, I'll come back to you. I just want to hear from Bobby, and then I'll come back to you. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, Mo. It's not the end of the world, yes, because as long as there's still daylight, as long as there's still something to fight for, you should be up for the fight, and we will be up for the fight. And football's a funny game, today you could be on top, tomorrow things could change, and not one of those top 3, top 4, top 5 even should feel comfortable in their position at the moment. And that's why Man City had planned over the years, and I stress years, to have a squad to cope with this sort of scenario. Now, you say, yes, you can't plan for specific situations, but you can plan for critical situations. And part of the planning strategy at the beginning of the season should be able to plug holes in scenarios that you did not expect. You plan for, if your first 11's gone, how do you cover for that? Now, there is a limit where you can't go beyond your 25-man squad. And that's where you have teams doing things like they're doing now, postponing games because they don't have enough players to field for a match. But when you're a club like Chelsea and your squad, people try to hoodwink us into saying, "Oh, you've got this fantastic squad." I've always known we haven't. And the reason why we haven't is, I believe, a large reason for that lies in the impatience and the interests of the fan base, where they cannot stand to see a player sit on the bench for a while, whereas all the other big clubs have players sit on the bench, sit in the stands. You don't even see them till halfway through the season or the next season. That doesn't happen at Chelsea without an almighty raucous, and we need to stop that. Those players are not here to then. The club doesn't invest in those players for those players per se. They invest in those players for the club. It's all about the club, and you need to fit into the club's plans. And in the process of fitting into the club's plans, you will develop if you're good enough. And I think that's where we're going wrong. We don't have that squad depth that we should do because we don't plan for it efficiently. I think, Chelsea's a club that faces so much pressure. Everybody wants to get them to do the wrong thing. And so they attack them. There's a lot of propaganda against the player. Look what they're doing with this guy, Conor Gallagher already. Sky Sports talking about, sell him to Crystal Palace. They know that he shouldn't be sold. They know Chelsea should keep him through his loan period and take him back to the club. If he played for any other club, they would be saying just that. But since he plays for Chelsea, they're trying to whip up the sentiment to get him not to go back to Chelsea. And we know we're up against all this stuff. So why do we keep falling for it? That's my only complaint. However, having said all that, I believe somehow the issue here is if we stick with Tuchel, because Tuchel will learn from all of this and start to build back the squad as to how it should be to go through the season. Can we challenge? Of course we can if we get our injuries back. And I'm beginning to think that all this COVID crisis might be a little bit of a blessing in disguise, because if we even fall into the trap of postponing a few games, yes, it's creating fixture pileup, but it's also allowing some of our injuries to come back physically, at least.
Bobby, in regards to Tuchel, we've pointed out here on this panel on many occasions where we think he might have made a mistake here, made a mistake there. But I think Tuchel is definitely the manager that can build a legacy with Chelsea, because I think the team he has, the amount of youngsters he has within the team, the way he is managing the team, the things that he's picking up and he's learning about the Premier League, manager that we should stick with and stick by and have realistic expectations from. The thing is with Chelsea, we always seem to be eager and impatient when it comes to our managers and what they achieve and what they don't achieve. But I think Tuchel, in my opinion, has earned a lot of credit by winning the Champions League last season. And I think we should support him and back him, regardless of where we end up this season.
Yeah.
As long as we are within the top four, as long as we are still challenging and putting up, a good a title challenge, a good run in the Champions League, I think that is what we need to be aiming for. Yes, we want to win. Yes, we can win. Yes, we should have high expectations. But at the same time, let's not be quick and hasty and turn our backs against Tuchel and lose, in my opinion, one of the best managers currently in world football today. So we need to, we need to have perspective on that. And I'm glad. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Oh,
DJ,
sorry, just quickly before
yeah.
I have fallen out with members of this panel, my brothers, because of Tuchel. I've gone to war for Tuchel because I believe in him. I believe no matter what happens, he needs to stay at this club 3, 4, 5 years, and then you'll see what he'll build. Because he does have a rapport with the younger players. But the difference between him and Lampard, who had that rapport, was he has the experience to succeed at the highest level. Sorry to interrupt.
No, totally agree. 100%. 100%. DJ, you saw the game.
Yeah.
Give me your opinion, your thoughts, because me, Julius, Bobby, we were doing the watch along, so we saw.
I was watching the
we saw
game.
it
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I want to hear your perspective.
Yeah, it was a bit of a to be fair, you guys go and watch the game. We were unlucky. We were creating. People cannot say we were not creating chances today. We were, unfortunately. What we did miss today, and I will say this: we missed, and it's no excuse because anyone will say, well, on this team we should have gone and beaten this Everton team. I agree. That team they had out today, this team should have. However, what we did miss today, and I can see what's happening today. We were missing a Lukaku. We were missing a target man today up front today. We were missing a Werner. We were missing a Havertz. Put it on. I'd even say we were missing a Odoi as well today. All these players that a lot of fans seem to get on the back of. We were missing them today. And but look, no excuse. We were doing really well. I mean, the only thing we were not doing is putting the ball in the back of the net. When Reece James went through, I thought that's what this ball was going to bulge into the back of the net. And usually what the guy usually does, Reece James, on this occasion, he decided to take it the other. Usually he would just smash it or lob it over the goalkeeper. This time around, he tried something different and he went past the post. I thought, when that didn't go in, I thought, oh no, I hope it's not going to be one of them days. And then I saw Mason Mount have a chance. His shot was dragged wide. And then all of a sudden, it was a Jordan Pickford show. I mean, this guy in goal today, I mean, he just had to turn up today, didn't he, for this match? He just had to turn up today. He saved a load of chances. I mean, we could have been out of sight, to be fair, in this game today. But as usual, it was our chances that we were not taking. They were not getting the back of there. And again, this is not for the players not trying. It was more to the fact they had a good goalkeeper that was in goal today, was in good form. So on a whole, and just going back to what Bobby was saying and what you were saying as well, Mo, I echo everything you guys said about Thomas Tuchel. The one thing Bobby's never done is gone to war with me because I've echoed everything he said about Thomas Tuchel. He's the guy for me to take us forward, going forward. And I just really, really hope now this one draw, whatever we're going through, the fans don't start turning. I could sense a few comments already going on Twitter about get this guy out of my football club. And again, it's just ridiculous. It's reactionary, man. And I get people are frustrated. Look, it was one of them games today where I thought, had our chances gone in, we'd have had on another day, we'd have won this game. But look, it's what it is at the end of the day. We have to move from this very quickly. We have to start getting our wins back on track again. And I've got our players coming back. And it's just one of them days in the office today. We bounce from this. And all I can say as a fan is that we stick by our players and we stick by our manager. The only thing that disappointed me today, I have to say, you were going on about Sound Gas today. He's not Chelsea colleague. I don't know what was Ross Barkley today, another guy. This guy's misplaced passes today when he came on. I don't know what he was trying to do. I don't know he was trying to impress the Everton fans today. I don't know what he was doing. But every pass he was giving today were just not reaching where they should have been going today. And that frustrated me today, big time. He did frustrate me when he came on. But other than that, no, I'm not going to complain much on the game. We deserved the win. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case. We move on from this, mate. And I just really hope our fans all stick together and stick by our manager and our players. I really hope so. There's not be no immediate reaction coming out,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I agree. I could have said it better. Julius, let me pose a question to you. The Premier League, to win this title, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a cliche, but it's a fact. And I think where we are today, we are still in a good position in the league. We are still in pole position, in prime position to mount this challenge. And I think it's, we will see the league leader change many a time before the end of the season. I think the fact that we held it for a good chunk of the season so far is only a testament to how good Tuchel has been and how good we have played as a team in securing the results that we need. It was never going to be that we were going to be the leaders throughout the whole of the campaign and then end up winning it. It was bound to happen that we would lose a few games, draw a couple of games, and so will the others. Do you think people who are going to be talking about the lack of form recently, the lack of wins, the lack of clean sheets, are reactionary, or do they have some? They have a point. They have a cause for concern. Where do you sit on this divide that we're going to see, especially now that we haven't won against Everton? The fan base is going to be reacting to this, and we're going to be seeing that on our timelines on multiple platforms. So, what's your rational perspective, if I could put it that way?
Very hard question, Mo, to answer. Because a part of the answer that I wanted to give, I already mentioned, is the lack of planning strategically beforehand. But when I look at the game today, we had a very strong lineup. So, in my opinion, defensive lineup specifically. In my opinion, injuries is not a key, or not a key. It's not the only factor that why we've dropped in form. There is underlying problems. However, you have made a very good point. The fact that we are only 4 points behind City, 3 behind Liverpool, it's still in our hand. Imagine we beat City and Liverpool. We're back there. Realistically, also as it is right now, we are still in the title challenge. We are still in it. But the divide in the fan base regarding the defensive form, if I understand your question correct, is based on agendas. Some are gonna take it against Tuchel and say he's doing wrong subs, he's putting wrong lineups, we need to change the formation. Some are gonna take it on the players. Depends what fits their narrative, depends what their allegiances are. Unfortunately, that's how it works. If you ask where I stand, I look at all of this from a completely different perspective. My opinion is we always knew we had a really strong first 11 when we have a full squad. In fact, you could even argue top 2, top 3 in Europe. There is only maybe City, Liverpool, and Bayern Munich that could, when we have our first 11, only 3 teams in Europe probably could challenge us, but we don't have the depth. And I'm gonna say it again. I don't blame the players. I don't blame Tuchel. I blame the lack of planning that has happened since Lampard, even since last January. Let's see now in January what's gonna happen, because I promise you, Mo, we will not do enough. And watch City go get another world-class player added to their plethora of world-class players, and watch them dominate, because it's gonna be really, really hard to challenge them with the way they operate. It's gonna be impossible from my perspective. The Champions League win last year covered a lot of the cracks, and unfortunately we're starting to see it now. We need to pray that we get our first 11 back on the new year, and hopefully free of injuries. Then that's the only time where I could really believe, okay, we may have a chance snatching this league title at the end.
I don't know about the January part of what you just said there, Julius, because from my understand, Tuchel doesn't think we need to get anybody in January. He's happy with the current squad. Now, I'm not sure if that is him speaking or whether it's the club speaking, and they've informed him that no one will be coming in January. Thus, he has emphasized that point. Again, I don't know. I do believe that we need to strengthen the squad. Now, the problem I have is players brought in January will always come at a higher price than in the summer. Winter window is always going to be a premium window. Therefore, we need to be extra careful because a club will be very reluctant to sell their star players midway through the season. So maybe it's all about getting some loans in. And again, I'm very disheartened when it comes to the loans because of what we've seen with Saul Niguez. I normally would say with no disrespect to the lad, and then I will talk. But today I'm not going to say that because today what he has done on that pitch just emphasizes what he has done since he's put on that Chelsea shirt, and that's nothing. And I am disappointed. I can't put a word, or I can't even put an expression to emphasize how disappointed I am in bringing Saul Niguez in at such a hefty price for a signing on for a loan player, £5 million, and a mad salary package.
Right.
So I would want to see us strengthen, but at the same time, I don't want to see players of that caliber being brought in by Chelsea because Chelsea paid a ton for that loan.
Right.
They must have done some work, right? They must have scouted him. They must have done some research to bringing him in, and that is the result, and that worries me. Julius, I'll come back to you, but I want to hear from Eric and Boogeyman as well. Eric, welcome to the stream. Give me your thoughts on the game, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Pleasure.
Big up to the panel.
Big up to you.
Yeah.
Hey, big up, Eric.
Yeah. How you doing, DJ? Yeah, it's not too bad, honestly. It's not. There's still a chance of doing something this season. It's not the end of the world, but it's. I think it's slowly getting worse. The other teams just won't let up. Liverpool and City, they keep winning. And the squad, we can't seem to adapt with the squad we have. We can't seem to just get results when we don't have our best team or when we're not playing at our best. And I don't know how long we can keep it up, but that's the main issue for me. The squad doesn't seem to be good enough. Maybe we thought the squad was better than it is. But based on what I was expecting for this season, I think we're still doing all right. We're 4 points off the top at this stage. It's not too bad. So that's the main thing I wanted to say. The match was difficult to watch. You can't expect a clean sheet every match, but it's also been a long time since we kept a clean sheet. It's not ideal. We have to try and find a way. Lukaku is important for me. We need to get him back in the team, and he is our best goal scorer, as far as I know. So if we can get him to score goals for us, even if we concede a goal a game, as long as we score goals, that's the most important. You can't win if you don't score. So more importantly than conceding, we have to score. And that's part of what the other teams have that we don't have. None of the other teams we're competing with rely on clean sheets to win games. So that's it.
Yeah, no, we have to score to win games. We can keep clean sheets to not lose games. And right now, if you're challenging for the title, you got to score. You got to put that ball in the back of the net. And unfortunately, we haven't had that recently. Now, when I say we haven't had that recently, I mean from a player, a player that can bang in double digits. So hopefully we'll get that. Hopefully, we'll get that, and we're working on it. But we need to see that happen. All right, I'm gonna go to Boogeyman. Boogeyman was on the watch along for the second part, so I'll go to Boogeyman. But before I bring in Boogeyman, I just want to say hello to MDT and welcome him to the stream. MDT, welcome to the stream, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, Bob. Thank you for having me. How are you doing, Julius, Bobby, Eric, Boogeyman, DJ? I hope everybody's okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
MDT.
we're good. We're good. I hope everything is going good with your family. I know you had a little bit of an issue earlier. I hope everything is good.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the result. I'm hoping it's just a normal cold because they're too crazy. They're into all this swimming and stuff like that. I just want to shut it down, but I can't because my wife will kick off.
God willing is something too serious. God willing is something too serious. MDT, I'll come to you in a second. I want to hear Boogeyman's reaction to today's performance. Boogeyman, welcome back to the stream. Let me know your thoughts, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Eric, DJ, MTD. I was
Hey, big up Boogeyman.
I hope
You missed Bobby. Why did you miss Bobby?
Yeah.
No, I said I was with Bobby and Julius.
Oh, you
earlier.
see Bobby. Oh, my bad.
The game was actually sorry. Gigi was saying something. The game was
no, bro, nothing.
Okay, the game was difficult to watch. It wasn't because we were not playing good. I mean, except the end of the second half when Saul came on. Sorry, but it was difficult to watch because of the chances and all those passing around, dominating games, all those control tempo. We speed the game when we want. We slow the game down when we want. We pretty much dictate the entire game, especially in the first half. And the difficult part is the fact that we can't even score. Was really difficult for me, anyways. And as much as we sat here saying we had a lot of injuries, I think Everton also had a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
So we should have won this game. This game is. But again, we just keep moving, and no reason to be negative. If we were to have, I think it was Eric Blue, yeah, that said if we were to have Lukaku as an option on the bench. So if that option was available today, Tuchel will use it. Maybe he will carry the 3 points, but it's not the case, and that's the time. I'm just going to use this opportunity. Hopefully, our players are taking all the precautions to stay safe and not taking too much risk. Because there's 1 billion of people behind Chelsea team getting frustrated when we don't have a full team, and when hopefully they're doing all they have to do, and just COVID is COVID, right? It's getting ahead of states and prime ministers and all presidents, all those things. So. What about player? You don't know. Maybe they're taking all the precautions, but they're still getting the virus. I hope they're doing their best, and we need to at least come back to the point where we have our best 11. No, not really the best. At least we get our injuries back and not losing them for COVID. That's more frustrating to me, anyways, because Kovačić not be available today for COVID. Lukaku and Havertz and all those kids were there today, probably will be doing something better than what we saw today. So I don't think Tuchel has anything to do with this tie today. I don't think I will be blaming any player. I won't go as far as Julius said it's a lack of planning. I just say it's just unfortunate situation where COVID situation and injury situation just decided this. It's going to decide this league this season. Who won the league this season? And we just have to get ready and enjoy the ride. I think so. Hopefully, the day I came here and getting frustrated, someone remind me that you told us you have to relax and enjoy the ride, because it's getting really, really difficult to take in at this moment. Yeah, that's all I have to say at this point.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a turbid time for everyone right now. I hope everyone can stay safe and can stay healthy. Hopefully everyone makes a full recovery. MDT, good game, bad defending, bad attacking. Well, analyze the game for me, mate. Let me hear your thoughts.
Yeah, for me, to be honest, watching it was sad. It was really, really sad. It's not like it's sad in a bad way, but it's sad in a neutral way. I see we're doing 60-70% things right, but the other 30 to 40%, which is the most important part of the pitch, we're making slight unfortunate decisions. But then I don't want to go too hard on the players. The manager didn't have a choice. This is the best team he has available, so you can't blame the manager for that. And also today, the defense is nothing to do with the defense. They didn't do anything. Even that goal, it wasn't their fault. So when you look at it, the way I look at this, we just have to ride it and stay in the coattail. If we're 5 points behind them, come January, when we have our squad back, then I will start judging the team. But one thing I want the forward to do, personally, I believe that Lukaku being the oldest guy in the forward line, they need to have a meeting like defenders do. Like Thiago Silva and Rudiger, they do that. Okay, before Drogba used to pull the forward line when they go into what Lukaku being the oldest guy, they need to have whatever they have, a summit or whatever. They need to talk between themselves. Or whatever they need to do that because they don't look for each other. Today, our best two chances were created by defenders, Rudiger and Reece. That's not right. That's not on the coach. They should be able to create for each other. You don't need a defender in the box to create for you. So, but I don't want to be hard on them because they're young. But I believe Lukaku needs to take a responsibility, being the elder statesman, to have whatever they need to do, the forward line. Ziyech as well, because he's experienced. They need to sort this out between them. Because certain times, it's nothing to do with the coach. It's an individual making the decision. So that's between them. They need to sort that out. For me, that's the thing. And also, the sad part, the reason that I was sad today, is we controlled the game. Although we didn't score, we were creating chances, we controlled the game until the substitution. The game became a basketball game. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Alonso was on the pitch. We defend better. And then Alonso come out, we were worse. Ruben was on the pitch. We controlled the midfield. He came out, we lose everything. Jorginho was in his own. I'm thinking this is frightening. I know why he took them off, because we play Wolverhampton in less than 60 hours. So we don't have a choice. Ruben was playing with that knock from the first half even, and also it's only 50% fit. And Alonso is the only option we have. So this is the worry. Although Alonso is bad, imagine without Alonso how we're going to be. And the goal we concede, that goal where Saul was, that's where Alonso was supposed to be. If Alonso was there, he would have headed that ball. Saul let it go. So that's not on the defense. The goal we conceded today was an error by individual. So when I look at all that, I can't blame the manager. This is the only team he has. What can I say? The only thing I can go on is today Everton were playing their youth team. Chelsea, we didn't have any of our youth team players on the bench. Why? Because we didn't bring them into the first team bubble. Because each team we exclude them. So because of that, that's why we even extra team. I would rather you bring Lewis Baker off the under 23 or whatever and bring him into the first team bubble and play him over Saul or Barkley. Because today I'm a big Barkley fan, but today he let me down. It's like he was playing. It's like when you play in a park. When Boogie was playing in the park, being selfish, playing on his own. That's what Barkley was doing today. He wants to do everything. He's not Zinedine Zidane, So other than that, I have nothing to say. I can't blame Tuchel. I can't blame the players. They tried their best. The goal was an individual error by Saul. And the forward line, they need to have a meeting, whether it's an intervention, whatever they want to call it. They need to sit down and sort this out between themselves. This is nothing to do with the manager.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, I've got a question here from Evan Jagger. I've answered him in the chat. He said to me, "What do you think about Ziyech's game?" And to be fair, it wasn't just Ziyech. It was all of our attack. They had a good game. The way they played today, it was really enjoyable to watch, especially the first half and the first 15 minutes of the second. The only problem I had with their performance was the finishing, because they played so well that they created some really good chances. They were just unable to finish them. And Ziyech missed a couple, Mount missed a couple, and Pulisic missed a couple. James missed a chance that he normally puts away, blindfolded. Had he have put that chance away, the game would have been totally different. We'd be sitting here celebrating right now. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way. I agree with you, Mo. I agree with you with your points, and I'm gonna go to Max Burton, and then after Max Burton, we'll open the discussion to everyone on the panel in respect to the game. Max Burton, welcome to the stream. I hope
Hey,
you're feeling
guys.
better, my brother.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Max.
I'm feeling a lot better. Coughing a bit, so I may not talk as much as I usually do, but I'll try. But I did know this wasn't a game. If I wanted a good remedy to get me better again, it wasn't watching that. For the first, I agree with you guys. For the first 20-25 minutes, I thought we were good. We were lively. We were cutting them apart. But it's just the same story with us time and time again. Poor finishing, bad decision making. And, what that does, it gives Everton confidence to defend better, to defend stronger. The crowd get on our backs because we're not scoring. The longer it stays 0-0, the more pressure it puts on us to try and score a goal. And Everton gain that extra energy from somewhere to stay in the game. And the disappointing thing for me was, I couldn't see it, but I said, some of those games you just think it's going to be a 0-0. I just couldn't see us scoring. It was just like one of them games. And Zane said to me, it's probably going to be 1-1. And at the time, I said, it's 1-1. Everton, I can't see Everton scoring. And then once we scored a goal, I thought, yeah, that's it. And then after all that hard work, getting that goal, to lose that goal with a stupid error. I don't think it was a foul, actually. I think the guy tripped over his own foot, to be honest. Yeah, it's a poor marking to let this whatever his name is, Braithwaite or whatever his name, scored a goal. But yeah, and as I said, we're unfortunate. I'm not. It's we lost an entire front line. So yeah. So I always said that this season was going to be decided by injuries, because for me, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester City, when their first 11 are competing this season, there's not a lot between them, but it's whoever stays injury free this season. And this season, it's been Liverpool they've had injuries, but not vital injuries like they did last season in defence. We saw what happened when Liverpool didn't have a defence last season; they fell apart. Manchester City haven't had. They've coped with their injuries, but they haven't had injuries to, for instance, a whole forward line or a whole pivot or whatever this season like we have. We've been very unlucky when it's come to injuries this season. And when I saw the team with no strikers, I said, how's our luck? First of all, we had no pivot, and now we've got no strikers. It's ridiculous. And I was thinking, had Liverpool missed Mane, Sané, can you imagine Salah, Mane, and Jota all out injured? They weren't winning that game against Newcastle today, because there's no one that's stepping up to score those goals for them. But having said that, the team we had, it's just still, because Everton were missing players as well, so we can't use that excuse, because Everton had a lot of players out as well. But the thing is, Everton had a defence and we didn't have an attack, so that's why they were able to defend well. But what was the disappointing thing for me is we had a defence. Everton didn't really have an attack, although their kids came in and they played quite well. But we shouldn't be letting Everton score a goal against us. That was just unforgivable for me. Sorry, Baggy. Oh, I keep Baggy. No, you're not going to like me for this. But Ziyech, I thought for the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes, he was exceptional. Yeah, he played well, but I thought he faded and he didn't show enough character in the second half for me to drag the, because Don't get me wrong. Ziyech is a good player. I know he's good. But the other day he was making noise, wasn't he? 2 days ago, saying that he should be one of the first names on the team sheet or something like that because he believes he's one of the better players in the side. For me, the talking's done on the pitch, not on. So he's got to show me more. If he wants to be one of the players, first name on the sheet in games like this, he's got to be, either scoring a goal or assisting or doing something in the game. As I said, I'm not knocking him. First 20, 35, 40 minutes, I thought he was exceptional. It was, good, really good. But then he just drifted out of the game. He's got to give me a 90-minute performance. Saul, disgrace. Send him back now. I don't care what the penalty is. We don't want him in the team. He's got to go back. He's got no business in Chelsea. I'm sorry.
I am prepared to hold a fundraiser. Pay Saul's fee.
Exactly. We'll get the buckets out like we used to do. We get the buckets out. DJ, remember it was the Save the Bridge Fund.
Yeah. Save the Bridge ones. Yeah,
we could do a Send the Saul back fund on this one, and get buckets out and send him back because he's got no business in Chelsea. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Hold on, I haven't finished yet. And Ross Barkley, I said to Zane, which made him laugh a lot. I said, "You stopped playing for Everton about 5 years ago, mate, because every single time he was passing it to an Everton player or running into an Everton player." I agree with everything MDT said. He was just disgraceful. Ross Barkley, the reason why he's not going to make it in a big side is he's got, he's too selfish. He plays for himself. Even that time, I remember when he took that penalty against. Was that when he missed that penalty in the Champions League against, is it Sevilla or Valencia? Valencia, was it? This guy, why is he taking corners as well? He just wants to do everything and and not do it well neither. And he showed a lack of discipline. And as MDT said, as soon as he came on, he was, our midfield was very open because he was just doing his own thing. He wasn't playing for the team. He was playing for himself. And if he's got a good manager, I think he worked well under Sarri when he was given specific instructions to do. But this guy, he's that's why he's sitting on the bench most of the time, and he's not going to be a regular at Chelsea. But as I said,
good points, Max. Good points, Max. I'm going to have to reply to what you said about Ziyech. I agree with you 100%. I think there was a dip in his performance, and I think Red Zoita is saying when he took that knock in the second half, it kind of affected his performance.
Yeah, possibly. He did. It was a bad hit on the ankle. Fair point.
There was that, and again, I think the fact that Ziyech doesn't normally get to be playing 90 minutes,
could affect a bit of fatigue.
Take him off. Tuchel takes him off. So but I agree with you.
You know what? Sometimes you got to put a bit of context in, and that was a fair point because it was a heavy knock on his ankle, and maybe he was feeling it a bit because obviously we're not out there playing the game, so we don't know. He's playing for the team, isn't he? So we don't have any other strikers, so he's probably manfully playing for the team. So I'll concede on that point and say that's probably the reason why his play dipped a bit. But one thing before you go on to the next person, what annoyed me so much today, this referee Pete Oliver, why didn't he book that idiot goalkeeper? How many times was this guy time wasting? He's time wasting from they scored the equaliser. He didn't book him. So every time he got the ball, he just fell on the floor. And then I started counting with Zane. And at one time, I counted 17 seconds whilst he had the ball before releasing it. The referee didn't go and book him. That annoyed me. You book him straight away. You cut out that time wasting. I said at least 6 or 7 minutes of thing for all this time wasting. Obviously, I don't blame them for time waste. That's their job. They want to get the point. But it's up to the referee to stop that from happening, nipping it in the bud. Every time he plays against us as well, he's always has a worldie. Never had an error against us. I've seen him have errors against other teams. Never has an error against us. He just saves his best for Chelsea. But anyway, we move. we move.
Yeah,
And
no,
just,
spawn. You know, he was doing that with a grin on his face. It's like
Yeah.
you know, he's
Getting away with
deliberately
this.
time
Yeah.
wasting and getting away with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was laughing about it. Can I add something quick?
One second, Boogie. I want to hear from Couch, and then I'm going to open it to everyone. And guys, we have 20 minutes left. So Couch, I'll bring you in, and then we'll have probably 15 minutes to just discuss it all together. Couch, welcome to the stream. Give me your thoughts on the game, mate.
Yo, what's going on, bro? Everyone good?
Not really.
Hey,
Not really.
Couch.
Yeah.
Oh, good Couch.
I was waiting to hear that. Max. I hear you, bro. It's
Yeah.
a tough one for sure. But again, like I'm sure I wasn't able to listen to what some of you other guys are saying, but I'm sure that the sentiment around the panel and within the fan base is just, how do you account for that many injuries? How do you account for that? Like our striker, we had no strikers. Our midfield, we have no midfielders. Like I'm trying to figure out like what is left to be done here. As much as it's points dropped again when you don't want to. You want to just see them get through this bad period, this rough period, and just like squeak through a win until we get healthy. But let's just be honest, man. We have absolutely no midfield and absolutely no attackers right now.
But Couch, nor did Everton.
Yeah, but they didn't really do much in the build-up. They basically just hit us on one set piece. They didn't really have many opportunities, as many as we did. That's for sure. Like we had. There's a time where I was looking at the possession. We had 80% possession. Like literally 80%. They did nothing. But at the same time, they only need one chance, and they took that one chance because we bring on this dude again. And I'm not going to rag on anybody because what we're seeing right now is the fact that even with depth, you can't account for this amount of injuries. So Saul Niguez comes on, and he's not turned on. He's not switched on. He's not into the flow of the game. He doesn't really understand the pace of the Premier League. Makes a crucial error. It's 1-1, and we move from there. It's just disheartening for me because when you think about how difficult it was to get that first goal, Mason Mount, well taken, by the way. I know he missed a few earlier, but like well taken goal. Everyone was like just electric after he scored that goal, and just thinking that we can see this out now because we have the ability to do that. And then he changes it up as he should, because we didn't have we couldn't really rely on playing the same squad right through full 90, knowing that we have to play Wolves in a couple of days. So it just puts Thomas Tuchel in the middle of a rock and a hard place. Barkley comes on, Saul Niguez comes on, and the game just loses its shape. Everything is just gone from there. But if there's one thing that I wanted to say, and I think that it's becoming more of a problem right now, maybe it's down to fatigue, but I don't know. The tempo that we're playing at right now is just dreadful. No sense of urgency in the attack, no sense of urgency in the build-up whatsoever. And I have to point the finger at Jorginho at this point in time. It's rare that I do. I've been one of his apologists since the Sarri days. But the tempo was just dreadful today. Like, he wasn't really setting a tempo that made it difficult for Everton to, snuff out our attacks. And for that reason, I think is one of the main reasons why we didn't really have that cutting edge today. We just didn't play at a tempo that, we didn't set the tempo high enough for them to have problems with it. We were shifting it really slowly, left to right, back and forth. And when you don't set a tempo that's fast enough or high enough, intense enough for teams in the Premier League to cope with, then you're basically just playing right into their hands. And I feel like that we did that pretty much the entire match. But again, I don't want to waffle on too long. I'm disappointed, but again, like, how can you account for these injuries? Like, I don't understand what we could possibly do when your third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh best players are taken out of the side, and then you're relying on the bottom of the barrel Saul Niguez to come in and give you meaningful minutes. It's not that he can't. It's just that you can't expect him to be giving you those minutes game after game after game after game. And unfortunately, that's where we are right now. We're looking at our 18th, 19th, and 20th best players to give us big minutes every game now, and it's just hard to cope.
Can I respond quickly to that?
Spawn. Yeah, now the debate is open, so anybody wants to jump in.
Yeah,
go ahead.
just in response to what you're saying, I hear you on that. Obviously, yeah, we have got a lot of injuries, but what I want to see more is a bit more desire. You know, when the chips are down, these players have got to be putting it. Everton had a lot of injuries today. You know what? Their youth players came. They showed up. Who's that kid who, the striker? What was his name? I can't remember his name. The guy up front, the one who earned a free kick for the equaliser.
Upton, something.
No, he plays for the England under-21s. Can't remember his
Is
name.
it Dodis? Is it Dobis or Dodis? Or
No, not that one. The white guy. What's his name? He scored two for the under-21. Gordon. Yeah, Gordon. Sorry, yeah, him.
No.
showed a lot of attitude, showed a lot of desire. Even when Godis came, these guys were playing.
Bobby, sorry, just before you go, we have one. We have Javi Vale. That guy, him and Javi Vale, when they play the youth, whatever, Everton, Chelsea, he's not better than him. So that's what I'm saying. Our youth players are not a part of our bubble.
I agree with what MDT. What you said before was perfect. You know, we needed to put a few youth players into our bubble because you know what these youth players would have given us.
Who made those decisions? Tuchel, right?
I'm not sure who made a decision about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the manager because Tuchel don't like a big squad. That's the manager.
Yeah, Tuchel's. Well, it's on Tuchel for that then, because from we can't, if these youth players, if they even come and train, every one of our managers, we used to have youth players who came and trained with them, and that's what happens when we've got a lot of injuries. I'm sure there must be a left back out there who can do a better job than what Saul did, in our youth setup or something. Yeah, we've got Harvey Vale, we've got that Joseph Bell. I know he's a bit too young, but Everton played an 18-year-old today, and they brought on another 18-year-old. And he caused us a lot of trouble. So I'm sure some of these guys, with their, the energy of youth, enthusiasm of youth, they're strikers. Joseph Bell scored a lot of goals for us in the youth setup. So he could have been on the bench today. He could have come on and made a difference. We don't know. So we had two goalkeepers on the bench. Yeah. And that's another thing I want to have a gripe about. Sorry, I don't want to dominate, but the commentator, they said, "Oh, Everton's got two goalkeepers on the bench." So did we. He didn't mention that once. And then at halftime when they're 0-0, "Oh, Everton's injury hit squad are holding Chelsea." No mention that we had a half a fit squad as well. So I just don't like that bias. Everything's against us when us against the world. But
don't read the Telegraph then, because I think Sam Wallace is saying the exact same thing. Depleted Everton go and got out a draw against Chelsea. Like we're just as depleted, if not more. When you think about the attacking players that we're missing.
Those comments were before the game started, right? Before
they were during the game. It was during the game.
Oh, okay. What the Kwasi here has without the question I was going to ask Saul performance today. Who was surprised? I don't think any of us was surprised by Saul performances today. So I don't understand why a youth should not take that position. Why Tuchel? Why Tuchel even put Saul on the field today? It's not like we're winning the game for nothing. We still need to control that game. And why Saul was on the pitch? I just don't understand it.
It's a man management thing. He doesn't want to cause issues within the squad. At the end of the day, there's the human aspect as well. We forget that behind the scenes. He cannot just humiliate Saul that way and just tell him you're not going to play ever again. He has to sacrifice. It was a bad purchase, and he has to deal with it with the best way possible.
Forget that. You got to be ruthless. Saul's got to prove that he deserves a spot. If he's not doing it, he doesn't play. Full stop. You don't just play him for to be nice because of his feelings. I'm sounding a bit like Boogeyman today. Yeah, we shouldn't be caring about people's feelings or whatever. So, if he's not doing it on the pitch and he's costing us games, what's he doing on the pitch? He's got no business on there.
I agree, but what if because I think Tuchel's is someone who would pick players.
Yeah, but it's not. He's a lone player.
Question to everyone: can we send him back? Do we have the authority to send him back?
I would. I don't care
We-
what it. I don't know if it's.
We would.
No.
If we can, if we
I
can,
don't think we
we
can.
can try and
I don't
agree.
think
You
we
know,
can.
we can.
There's
we've
a
had it.
penalty. If we
Yeah,
pay the
we can
penalty,
pay the
we can
penalty.
send him back.
That's
Yeah,
why I said just
we
pay the
have to
penalty.
pay the
I think
penalty.
I think they're over. Like once they signed Griezmann, if I'm not mistaken,
No,
they're
Count,
over
what
the,
they can do. No, what they can do, they're not going to get him back. They're not going to take him back. If we pay the penalty, they can send him on a loan to another team. But we have to pay the penalty. That's the thing.
Yeah, take the
that seems
hit.
like a worthy
Take,
pay.
no, take the hit. Pay the penalty, mate.
Yeah, take the hit, man.
He's got no business.
He's not
in the
offering
club.
anything.
Yeah.
Like zero. Like honestly, this is becoming like one of the worst signings in Chelsea history for me. Like right up, like we can say Drinkwater. Like everyone talks about Drinkwater. If Drinkwater was on the pitch in the squad right now, he would be giving you more than Saul Niguez. Like miles more. So this is like one of the worst
100%.
signings in Chelsea history for me.
I blame the scout. I blame the scout.
Yeah,
Chelsea
Scott
scouts have
McLaughlin.
been lazy.
Yeah.
I've been saying
No, they're not.
they've been lazy.
No, MDT, Scott McLaughlin has been scouting Saul for 2 years. And he said he's got the right temperament and just
like Boogeyman, isn't it?
To succeed in the Premier League. So that guy, on that alone, he should be sacked. From that recommendation alone, he's been sacked. If it was just a last-minute deal, we couldn't get anyone else. Let's just get Saul in. Yeah, but this guy's been scouted intensively for 2 years. And he's, and he was the one who said Tchouaméni is not ready. That's what he said. Let's not get Tchouaméni. He's not ready. But let's take Saul because he's ready. I've been looking at him for 2 years. He's
I've
Premier
been
League
watching
ready.
Saul. Even I'm not a scout. I said it. I don't understand. I said exactly what's going to happen. I'm not a scout. I don't understand. That's why he needs to be fired. The scouting department needs to be overhauled. I don't understand. Since Imanalo left, all we do is pay clauses. Pay clauses.
What is his salary, anyways? Like the guy that you're talking about?
No, scouts are on good money. They fly all over the place. They're on good money. And the thing that irritates me more than all this...
200,000 a week that we pay Saul. Like, he needs to be
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah, the thing that irritates me about this Saul thing, we could have kept quite a few players to even be the sixth choice, whatever.
We could have had Conor Gallagher. Yeah.
Even Luis Baker wasn't registered in the Premier League squad because of Saul. If Saul didn't come, he was the next
Honestly,
option.
I'd rather see Lewis Baker right now. Like, I would
Yeah,
rather see that guy.
It's because
This
of
guy
Saul.
offers
That's why they didn't register him. Saul was the
He's
reason why he
registered only
was
for the champion, but he didn't even make the Champions League squad, and he was
because it's not in the bubble. That's the problem. But this January,
put him in the freaking bubble. What's the point of having him on the
But
roster?
didn't we have
He's not in the bubble.
24 though? I thought we only had 24 registered players. Was it 25 who got registered?
I think he's definitely registered. I checked it the other day.
Champions League is registered. Champions League is
Champions
registered,
League.
but not in the Premier League. But I think January they're gonna register him.
You know what I would
Japan.
do? I would take, because you can change the registration. I would put Saul in the reserves and bring up Lewis Baker. Like I know I'm speaking out of frustration right now, but
It's not
frustration. That guy cannot
It's
take
not
up a
frustration.
spot in the roster right now.
We've seen this
He-
before.
he's taking up a spot in the roster that I'd rather see go to anybody but him right now. Like seriously, anybody but him right now could give us.
And
more.
MDT, we keep talking about bubble. Is that the same bubble where half of our team are infected by coronavirus?
No, the youth team is in a separate bubble to the first team. That's the main problem Chelsea have had, because few clubs do that, but some clubs don't. But Chelsea is one of those clubs that separate the teams.
Yeah, but Lewis
The teams
Baker,
don't-
so is Lewis Baker with the youth?
The under 23. Luis Baker, even Masonda, all of them are with the under 23. They all train with the under 23, so they're not part of the first team bubble. So that's why if Chelsea want them to be part of the first team bubble, they need to request them 12 days ahead and bring them into the first team and whatever protocol need to follow. But because of Tuchel don't like a big squad, that's why the youth team are not being whatever. Harvey Vale was the only one that's been called twice into the first team bubble.
Let's just hope we learn from this season, right? Like, we need to do something different next
To be honest,
It's not
Lewis
been-
Baker would do better
Sorry.
than Barkley right now from this showing.
We have a lot of youth players that could be brought up or be moved into the first team. I think we need to do a reshuffle. We have the January window is when you are allowed to change your roster for both Premier League and Premier League, Champions League, so we can do some sort of shuffling, and I hope we do. Listen, guys, we've had a long stream today. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 odd minutes, and apparently some of you guys didn't even know I was streaming. I just checked the DM, and you guys were having a good conversation in DM, and I was streaming. So maybe some of you didn't.
Yeah, where were you, man? That conversation was lit, man.
Yeah, and I was here waiting for you guys to turn up. But anyway,
I saw it late. It was Eric who told me that you're streaming, but I didn't see all the earlier DMs.
Yeah, no worries. Tomorrow we will have a stream where we're going to re-evaluate this match.
Do we have to?
You don't have to. No, you don't have to.
I think we should just be looking at the Wolves right now.
I will be looking at some of the errors that we had, and I'll be looking at some of the the ways we can move forward, and then we will be looking at the Wolves game.
If it's on,
we'll be doing a preview for that, and then we'll be looking at that game in more detail. Today's stream has been a really good one. We've had nearly 100 likes, or 99 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button, just click it. And if you haven't subscribed, also subscribe. I know. One second, Boogie. I know. Whenever I have a stream, I get people who subscribe during the stream and then they will unsubscribe after, because most of them are rival fans and they come on to banter us and then they will leave. I want to ask you to consider not leaving and keep the banter going, because I do want to have rival fans on this channel. Whether I agree or disagree with your thoughts, it's good for me to hear it. It's good for us as Chelsea fans hearing it. So stick around and let's debate. We don't all have to have the same opinion and support the same club to be able to have a discussion about football. So thank you to all the people who have subscribed, and thank you to all the people who have hit that like button. Before I sign out, I want to hear from Boogeyman. Boogeyman, what do you want to say?
I read a comment that someone said there's too many dead wood in our team, but other than Saul, I don't see any other.
Alonso as well.
Yeah, but Alonso's performance today, come on.
We'll address that. We'll address that.
Can I ask you a question before you go?
Go on.
That's a quick question. Obviously, we play Wolves in a couple of days' time, yeah? So that means if they do tests again, I think 10 days, because they came up positive, didn't they? So we can have no strike force for that game. Did we hear about Havertz? Because at the time we were still waiting for his result. Was it positive?
As far as I know, the result hasn't been publicized for Havertz. I think they know the outcome, but I haven't seen a report about it. The thing is this: I'm hoping and I'm praying that at least one of those results is a false positive, and if they get tested again tomorrow or the day after, and it returns.
I'm dreading it. Yeah.
What was the difference?
Yeah.
Between Havertz and the others?
Havertz, they're waiting for the result. They haven't had the result. Oh, one thing, they had a test. They had tests done yesterday, and some of those results were tested again today, because we had positives from yesterday, and they were confirmed today. And I think Havertz is one of those. And again, I'm speculating. He must have had a positive yesterday. And they wanted to check to see if it was the case today. So we're waiting to hear that. We're waiting to hear from to see how that pans out. So
because if we go in with this strike force against Wolves, we're not scoring again.
We're in trouble.
Because Wolves, either Man City and Liverpool struggled with their full strength attack against that Wolves defence.
Why don't we actually appeal and request?
I think we should try and get the match called off. Yeah.
Postpone it. Yeah. No, but because
I think so.
Playing under these circumstances is not fair for us, for the fans, for the club, for the players, for the fans, and for the league. I mean, what kind of tournament are you going to play with? Half of your team is sick.
A team with that much financial power like Chelsea, Liverpool. How does Liverpool and Manchester are doing it, and there is no outbreak of COVID cases in their rank, and then Chelsea is. What is the problem? I just don't understand this whole thing.
Yeah. It needs to be looked at.
London is
Listen,
more.
guys, I can't. Yeah, the outbreak in London is bigger than anywhere else right now. Lads, it's been a great stream. I will see you all tomorrow. It might be to reevaluate the game. It might be for a different topic, but we'll definitely be streaming again tomorrow night. Have a great evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Peace out.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.